I think I took the lead. I'm right where I should be. They acted. I think I took the lead. I'm right where I should be. They acting out of care.
Hello guys, it's the final day of the African Pro Series. Quite a journey, quite a phase, quite a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz, a lot of disappointment, sure, of course, a lot of ups and downs. We are finally through to the very final day of the league phase, and my God, Black, this has been a very exciting event so far. What do you think?
It's been a good run, man. We've seen a lot of things happen. We've seen streaks broken. Speaking of PDX, we've seen dark horses, speaking in Cyclone esports. We've seen the underrated underdogs, trying to make a statement, but it just couldn't work. We've seen, Nigerian teams just not really showing that tenacity that we want to see, that we know go group we want to see, and just a little bit of things, and all the transfers in between, and all the community drama in between. We've seen a lot of things, man. It's been a long run.
Yeah, it's been a very long run, no doubt. And of course, this is it now. The table standings are going into the very match last day. Mind you, this is not the end of the African Pro Series Season 1. It is just the end of the league phase. It starts a playoff phase where the top 6 teams are going to be qualifying for that playoff phase, and we are going to be crowning our winner of the first ever African Pro Series on that particular phase. But again, so far, these are the league standings going into match day 7, the final day of the league phase. PDX currently at number 1. They've only been able to drop a single map, and that was against Trinity. I mean, you saw that match against Trinity the other day. I don't know what that was. You casted that game. I was in the chat watching, and I didn't expect that map to get dropped, but somehow Trinity were able to get the S&D off of PDX, and PDX dropped that one map, but they are still solid on that number 1 spot with 17. With just 2-point gap, and they do have a matchup today, Black. So anything can literally happen at that top.
Anything can literally happen. It's number 1 versus number 2. But if you know anything about Cyclone Gaming, you know that Cyclone Gaming are no slouch either. They've only ever lost to Trinity 2-0. And, well, they pulled the reverse sweep on Mashada on day 1. Then that was like technically the one map they dropped there. And every other match has just been 2-0 straight up. PDX as well, they've won all their matches. Trinity was the only one that put a dent. And when I say dent, I'm talking about the match. So yeah, I did cast the game where it was the S&D that they dropped, the map they dropped. And it was a neck and neck. At some point, we saw PDX dominating the early S&Ds. And look at the roster right now, the roster playoffs. We are seeing a lot of stats here. I mean, we see Eclipse Gaming, pull off a 2-0. We see NATO Gaming as well. And man, it's PDX just dominating everything through. And the only dent being Trinity on February 25. Trinity made history in the APS.
Yeah, I mean, big shout out to production, because a lot of you that would not know this, but behind the scenes, this graphics was not made up until maybe today, because I had no idea I even made it, because when I talked about it, he said, "Carl, go to bed," and somehow he actually pulled it off. So big shout out to Jared, man. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to production. And of course, this is the road to playoffs for PDX Esports. Only one map dropping. That was the last match we saw on Wednesday here, not too far ago. And I mean, look at that perfect record. Nobody was able to get that map off them up until that day. Now they have Cyclone, which is currently the number 2 team in the league there, only a 2-point gap. And if you also know Cyclone, they've had something almost called almost a perfect run. Look at that as well. 3-0, 3. Okay. Look at that. They literally had perfection to being their name there. I think the only series they lost was Trinity, where they lost that 0-2. But that aside, they've literally been flawless. And so it's literally the battle of the top dogs, Cyclone and PDX. And on paper, these 2 teams look like they are very evenly matched there, Black, from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, and we don't see a trend here. If we really look at things when it comes to these teams, when it comes to Trinity and interacting with all these teams, we can see when Trinity interacted with PDX, they were able to take their record. And when Cyclone interacted with Trinity, they lost to Trinity. Trinity has just been that team that when you're trying to feel like you're immortal, or you're trying to feel like you cannot drop, or no one can beat you, no one can contest against you, you just cannot go past Trinity. They're just that team where you gotta go past. And now we get straight into the Hardpoint. Hardpoint on takeoff. Let's get straight to the game here. It's PDX versus Cyclone Esports. The gunfights are gonna start here. You're to the first on Danielo with the switchblade. Charisma picking up a 2-piece. Make that 3 early kills. PDX already dominated here for the P1.
That's exactly how you start the game with PDX again. They've only dropped one map. They don't want to drop any other one. That's one thing for sure. A statement they wanted to go and make in the league was get an absolute perfect phase all the way through. But unfortunately, Trinity say not today, not this time, not this season 1. And now Cyclone are here to do exactly that. Hopefully, even get the whole thing done and win them out on the whole series war. So far, PDX is going to get that P1 locked out. Eventually, we start going towards P2. And PDX having dominated map control all through. If you're a Cyclone, not the best start, but again, this is the very first hardpoint. This happened a lot. You start the first hardpoint slow, you might eventually start to catch the 10 top on that second hardpoint. So if you're PDX, good start, but you need to be wary of rotations towards that P2 here.
Yeah, definitely launch center is gonna be the players already moving towards there. You can see them, and now the scrap times what Cyclone are gonna have to farm, and they're able to get some points out of it though. Eora and Device finding Nondi and Ninja respectively. For now, the launch center it will be the contest come through. They're trying to keep them away from that hill, and they're doing a pretty good job. But they ruin fight the two-piece. Device finds another of his own 25-10. Things are looking good for the points of PDX as they take the hill on launch center.
Sorry for 30 and 10. Again, the boys in blue have the lead locked in. P2 again, it's counting already. Rain finds a kill on that kill for Nundi falls. It's going to be, operator skills are going to be very important in a game like this now. You want to bring distance out, but you can still spawn. Cyclone are going to flip out that spawn. Hopefully, that can help them break into the hard point. Yes, it does now. As they flip out spawn, take the hard point in their favor. Hopefully, hold it down. I've got no idea what exactly the device was doing standing there. He's going to get shut down. PDX is going to lose out on the hard point. And Cyclone starting to get some points finally. But look at the kill free come through. Charisma's equalizer gets a double and goes straight for that spawn. As Danny's left alone. But now PDX is going to get that retake. But we need to start going towards that next hill. That's going to be all roads lead to P3. And look at that minimap. Who's going to get there first? The boys in blue already have 2 players set up. So if you're Cyclone, you've lost Scrab on P2. And now you also need to make sure you're locking down P3 and you're not there first.
If you're not there first, indeed, and we see them start to spawn from, and things are starting to look good, really. You know, PDX rotations-wise, they are there, and now, of course, they go straight to be the Aurora Lounge. You will be the there first and keeping the boys out of it. That's the XM4 or Ruin to pull Charisma down, and now the War Machine to reach more havoc, gets him a 2-piece, but Ninja comes out with the Sparrow, puts 7 Ken and Ruin down, 54-30. Things are looking really good. Cyclone's trying to contest as well, but then mind you, these teams are no slouch either. Both these teams know exactly what they're doing. They've had good records so far, and PDX are starting to show dominance, but Cyclone are doing a good job keeping up.
They are. The scoreboard looks very close. Literally, anybody's game up at the very end here. As we go into it again, 59 and 43. And he's going to pop out. Be popped out by 7. Ken Charisma finding kills and that kill over and over again. And he's not being put down. As I go and say that he's going to fall. 7 Kens and he finds one more value. Make that a double. Nundi also goes down to him. And now PDX starting to get that lead a little bit further again. But now he needs to go next and look at that mini map. Once again, PDX look like they are rotating faster. The owner is able to get there first and partly lock it down. But again, Cyclone have been able to get a lot of breaks over and over again. Can they keep doing that? Can they keep depending on getting those breaks? They need to start working on rotations first as well. Hopefully, they can go and get that lead. But so far, 73 and 46. If you're Cyclone, you've been on the back foot all evening long, and you eventually have to go and change that if you want to be able to get this Hardpoint map from PDX.
Indeed, it will be. But then they're clearing them out of that hill. And now 35 seconds by him, Ninja still picking up numbers. What the hell? Your finds 2-piece and now clears them away from that hill. 88-48. PDX are still owning this hill here. Rotations are gonna matter in times like this. PDX get closer to that 100-point mark. Charisma now switch between fight Ninja. Danielo falls as well. Device picks up the kill. Now Charisma with the equalizer finds 3 and now onward to find 4. Scrap time comes out. The next hill will matter. With rotation straight onto that hill. The fountain it will be. But the scrap time from Paradox want to milk what's left out of it. And Cyclone would have to rotate there. But PDX are still there and they beat them to it.
That first 100-point mark is going to be Paradox's sport. I think not much of a surprise there. But now you need to start going back to that P1 where Tenzo start ironically. Zoro back to it again. As you're going to see gunfights going through back and forth. Double the lead now for PDX. But they have to hold it down and hold it steady. It's now Cyclone get that break. And Simsy finding a kill. Also, don't forget, Simsy so far has been the most consistent player for that team of Cyclone with a 1.67 KD throughout the league phase so far. And he's one player you always want to watch out for. For PDX, that has been a Yo. I mean, we've seen it. If you're a fantasy player, a manager rather, and you have a Yo in your team, I'm very sure every single week is that one standout player for you, and you just want to have him, maybe even going towards a playoff stage. As now Rune comes over the War Machine, finding value still, P1 still there. They're going to control that for total oil. If you're Cyclone right now, you don't have the lead. You are very much behind. I wonder what the comments for them are looking like as we go in for a very quick listen.
New, they went deep. They're trying to come deep.
Yeah, I'm playing ticket lane. I'm playing ticket corner. Go pick up deep.
I'm picking up.
I spawned out.
HM, something behind you.
No, I lost my.
No, tickets. I don't talk.
HM.
Nice, stop. Area. Thanks.
Bottom 18.
Point here. A-team. Okay, nice.
I got any.
Yeah. Watch the middle.
Trophy in 20s.
Tickets here,
Ah,
tickets
got
one
me,
shot
got me.
going top now.
Jumping stadium, nice.
He's ticketed now.
Jumping up. Go the BJ boys. Go. What you want?
Where's the glow?
He's opposite side.
Yeah, in point. They're all in point. 2 in point.
Ah,
2 in point.
close.
One deep.
Dead.
One deep. Behind us. I'm just 1 tickets.
One shot ticket, Nindi on you.
Front.
One coming blue.
Yeah, one more.
I got the
He's
guy
dead.
flank.
I mean, I'm going to have to concede that was quiet, Black. I don't think that was the lesson I normally would have expected to get from Cyclone, especially given the fact that they're not really, at their best right now. They need to be able to give this call out, and when they matter, hopefully go and turn the game on its head. But right now, they look like they're very chill, especially from a standpoint of losing. I don't know what that is like, Black.
I mean, right now it's the Aurora Lounge. They're trying to contest and go in with the boys of PDX are just doing a good job, and now we start to see a break in here. As Cyclone will come to contest, but the boys of PDX are just ruthless when it comes to clearing out this hill. Ruin getting the 2-piece, Simsi and Nondi force, and now 7 can force. Danielo still trying his best to break into that hill, but then PDX doing a good job defending. Nondi finds charisma, and it's double the score difference, man. PDX are already having a close one to that 200-point mark.
They're pretty close, no doubt whatsoever. It's now PDX come again. Rin comes in, finds a kill, make that a double. Kadin, Ninja puts him down. I don't know why I just saw Kadin there. Maybe I missed a player from like way back in 2023. But so far, PDX almost at the 200-point mark. 2 more points to go. Cyclone in for a contest, and you're able to get that one ban put down. But eventually, they are going to get there on deck still. But you need to go next now. Look at that mini map. Once again, who's going to get there? It's going to be Paradox Esports, as they are going to have better rotations. The gunfight so far have been in their favor. They are dominating Hardpoint, and if you're Cyclone Gaming, you are not even at the 100-point mark yet. This might be fatal for the very first map in the BO3.
It's B4, and it's the control room that the yellow one machine into that hill. But that's not gonna be enough. You're gonna need more than that. PDX boys are there already. Logan puts one down. That's ruined. Deck machine comes out to play, picks him up a 3-piece for him, and now 219.92. That's 4 for Yor on the claw. The man is doing numbers. My goodness, Yor, take it. He'll of his own Woban comes through and back and forth. The boys of PDX will now have to play for scraps. Cyclone Esports don't even get to have that. The next hill will be where they will rotate to at the fountain.
232. Sorry good. PDX off just a little bit more, and they are there at the finish line. If you're a Cyclone, you need to stop them from happening. But now you need to go to another hill, back to P1 where things all start. Ironically, might be where things go and end. And if you're PDX, you can definitely make that happen here. Cyclone, they can't find any value whatsoever. It's 237.97. They're still not the 100-point mark. But I think that Jinx because now they do cross it. And if you're PDX, you just need to close things off. Less than 20 points to go and get the game done. Get the very first Hardpoint map locked in and loaded. And you already qualified for the league phase. You want to do that without any more dents, as you've only dropped 1 map so far. But P1 Cyclone not letting anybody in blue get there. Charisma's double need, claims a double. Equalizer comes to play as well, make that one, and now they go all out. The body shots come to play as well. It's 245, only 5 more points and make that less than 2, as Paradox Gaming are going to claim the very first map. But Cyclone did get above the 100-point mark.
Fair, that's the word indeed, fair. Because, man, they did fight in the earlys, but PDX just so much better. PDX just showing that, when it comes to the top 3 teams, Cyclone Esports, PDX, and Trinity, PDX stand above them all. And it's just a clear, performative explanation of why PDX is above that league. And 251.07 is enough to tell you what I just said is true.
No doubt whatsoever, man. That one of those epic Hardpoints. We were used to seeing PDX dominate Hardpoint games. I mean, quite ironic. The only map they've dropped is an S&D map, so maybe that's the only map where they eventually need to work on. But they've been flawless throughout the league, so you can't even call them bad in S&D. But look at those stats. Every single player on the PDX roster above that 1 minute mark. 132 for a Yor there. Again, Mr. Consistent. Every single time you see a Yor on the battlefield. He's always getting the high number kills, getting the assists, getting the hardpoint time as well, which makes him a perfect fit for your fantasy teams. I mean, he's on my fantasy team. AFC, are we expecting a captain feature so I can captain AO every single match today? But again, wonderful game. If you're Cyclone, not the best start, best of 3, top 2 teams, can they find an offset, hopefully, in the Search and Destroy? Maybe force about 3 here, Black. What do you think?
Well, it's possible. They did contest hard when it comes to that P1 and P2. But when it came to that Aurora Lounge, we saw some contests there. We saw, an attempt to break in. But the boys of PDX, they know what they're dealing with. They know Cyclone Esports. They know their players. They know their history. This is a team that is not just skilled and experienced. This is a team that is also informed. They know what they are dealing with, what operator skills they are working against. And we can see how well they were able to position themselves in that Aurora room to prevent a clean wipeout, because one machine into the Aurora room, you're standing in the wrong position, you're out, and PDX just strategically won that one. It's impressive. I hope some other teams are taking notes, because they are worth learning from, man.
I mean, to be fair, right now they seem to be the standard for African esports and Call of Duty Mobile. There's no doubt there. I don't think anybody can say, "Oh, I'm better than PDX," and I can't take notes from them. I doubt it. So you have to first take notes from these guys before you go and take notes from the global champions outside. But again, the Rockstar going into the playoffs for them, because they've already gone there, no doubt whatsoever. Charisma, Mantra, Ayo, 7 Ken, Dark, Swin, and Device. Every single player on this Rockstar, absolute world champs level, no doubt. I mean, even if you don't have Rin playing a game, you have Device there. You don't have Ayo, you have 7 Ken. You don't have Mantra, you have every single player can carry their own weights. This is one of the things. This is one of the things that actually makes them the #1 team in Africa. And currently, they are proving that again. Cyclone. Well, I don't want to call the #2 team in Africa, but currently, they are #2 in the EPS, so you can maybe put them up there. Again, look at their roster here, Black.
Yeah, it's Danielo, Toxic, Logan, Nundi, Insight, Sinzi, and Ninja. Well, guys, you can't see Danielo picture right now, but if you want to see him, just check day 4 thumbnail. You see Danielo there. So it's it's not like he doesn't have. He does have. I don't know why production didn't include that, but anyways, yeah, these guys, man, they did try to contest. We saw Danielo try his best, but it just wasn't there. And maybe we might get to see something different in the S&D. I'm pretty sure Cyclone Esports have taken their notes and definitely gonna go, script different strategies on Slums Search and Destroy, because that's what they need if they want to pull out a reverse. We have seen them pull on a reverse sweep before against Mashara on day 1 of the league phase, right? We have seen them pull on a reverse. So reverse sweep is completely not a new thing. It's not an unexplored region for them in this situation like this. But PDX, I'm pretty sure they also know that. So they're definitely ready and definitely aware for them.
Yeah, again, it's Search and Destroy, Hardpoint is a lot faster, a lot more dependent on those squad tricks and operator skills and all those rotations and all that. When it comes to S&D, this is where you now have to look at the tacticals and the being actually slow, keeping things not too fast. If you rush a lot, you might just get outgone here, because these two teams, as much as I don't maybe want to say it, I think they're very much close in terms of skill level, and a lot of people in chat are going to disagree with that, but in my opinion, they are very close in terms of skill level. PDX has been a little bit further advanced, but in an S&D, it's all going to come down to how fast can you change your strategy in between rounds. You saw that with Trinity and PDX last week. That was this week. Oh, that was last week. That was this week Wednesday, guys. That was a couple of days back. That was 3 days ago. And we saw what happened there. PDX started so well. They had the lead. I think that was about 6-3, 6-2. And then Trinity woke up and they started playing things a little bit slower. They found the weakness there in the PDX roster and PDX team, and they eventually were able to go and exploit that, and they definitely got the win. So, I mean, if you're PDX, you want to make sure you don't let those same mistakes happen again, especially in a match against Cyclone where they won that one map so badly, and they want to make sure they can put another dent in your armor, maybe even get a reverse sweep. It's all going to start with this S&D. If you're Cyclone Gaming, you've had somewhat a perfect record so far, except that 2-0 loss against Trinity Esports, which again was unexpected. You have to notice the pattern of how Trinity have been the only team putting dents on the top 2 armor. Like the top 2 teams in the league so far, they only lost games to one team, or rather maps to one team, and that was Trinity Esports. Yeah, Black.
Yeah, it's kind of like the generational break, cost break. kind of along the lines of that, anyways. But still, Trinity has just been that dark horse team where you can't underrate them. And if anything is going to happen, if any streak is going to be broken, if any history is gonna be made or changed, it's gonna be them. Cyclone has only lost to them, right? Cyclone has only lost to them. Trinity has beaten PDX in one map. So one map dropped for PDX, record tainted. We've talked about that, and now we see the aerial view. Of course, for S&D on slums. If you just look at that beautiful statue close to the, the memorials where the B-bomb is, but still, man, I gotta talk about this. We've seen this pattern before with Mashada and Cyclone when we saw the game on day one. We've seen them lost the Hardpoint and take the remaining two maps. I don't know if this is gonna happen. I don't know if Cyclone has what it takes to do this to PDX. But hey, the gameplay will tell.
Yeah, the gameplay will tell. Again, if there's anybody in the league apart from Trinity, obviously they can actually win the game against PDX. It has to be Cyclone. So now we're going into S&D, who exactly is going to be able to go and get it done. Again, if you're PDX so far, you want to close things off here. You don't want to let a map till he comes to play. As we now go into the action, Logan Sniper looking through that broken walls, looking for a single pixel, but there's nobody around him. Now you have to go in. There's a player just crouching, waiting for anybody to come through any of those doors or the broken walls. He might put them down. So far, still 5v5. Nades are going to get thrown, but no value ultimately found. The bomb also not put out a CYC, as they are going to be on the attack for this particular round.
Yep, that's Logan. Ruin finds one. That's 4v5 now. Numbers advantage to PDX. Things looking good in round one. As they scope, but the touch of gun does not come through. Simsy was taking it slow, reloads a bit. Now the man just waiting. Now we see one player there on that dumpster, and we see two players as well on that memorials, and just really just holding their positions there. And Cyclone, they just stick it together, but spread apart, kinda. And up top, I'm looking at how they're moving, but still, PDX, they take another. Actually, that Cyclone Charisma falls. Seems he finds one. Sniper still doing the work for the man. And now, around that statue side, Ninja finds the vice, and that Simpsy again. Until you make that 3 in this round alone. The man is, what the hell? 7 Ken finds 3, and now Simpsy falling in a turn of events. What the? Jesus, what did I just watch, Carl?
Yeah. Definitely a slow. S&D started really slow, and then all of a sudden the whole thing picked up pace, and it was too fast to even follow. The 7 can able to get 4 kills there. A maniac if you play more Legends. But I mean, the CODM just scored 4 kills. We did get the ace though. Ruined the team with the still that kills. Now we're going to round 2. PDX going to start things off on a very solid note again with a statement sent down. Danny goes in. Logan finds a kill. Danny falls, and Yo puts him down. And so is sleeping around, and it's one final player. This round a little bit too fast this time. Started fast, finishing fast. Of course, the right was Logan down to a respawn. As PDX are going to get 2 back-to-back rounds, and Search and Destroy might just be their map as score on slums.
Might just be their map. I mean, it's 2 back-to-back rounds taking right now. Things are really looking good for PDX. And for Cyclone, well, definitely going to have to bring out those counter strategies right now. If you do have anything in store against PDX, unless this is going to be it. Well, the best of 3 series, so that's Logan putting down one non-default as well as Ruben finds one. 7 can pause. Danielo takes him down. And now another force. Danielo gets straight up by device. It's 3v2. Now Logan, with a Tundra weapon in hand, he knows they are there. He knows he's there. Oh, Ruin fights Logan. You don't poke a sniper. Simsy now, 1v3. If anyone can, it's going to be him. He fights the Bison now. Shooting through. Doesn't have it through. Now sees the man in distance, but no, Eeyore vests him. Now Simsy falls. PDX take round 3.
Yeah, the same thing again. If you're PDX, you just flaunting 3 now. First 3 rounds already locked down. Cyclone, they can't find any value whatsoever. And I mean, if you're them, you've lost Hardpoint, not in the best way possible. You're going into S&D as well. Your top 2 teams of the league so far. But Rin with the nade to find the very first kill there. Simsy falls. And once again, first blood drawn here. Daniela went for a single pixel. Oh, wrong timing. Oh, somehow the man in blue did not push that. And she's going to back it down. Newly able to claim 1 kill there, though. And start with a 4v4. Numbers are back on par. And if you're a PDX, though, 3-0 on the board. As you now look to claim a 4th round here.
4th round it will be. That's Logan now. Scope out. Man is looking for a value there. That's 4v4. Numbers are tied so far. Logan is holding position. There's one player at the dumpster. There's one player as well on the other side. And Memorials. And now the one down, non-defaults. That 7 can finding 1. The man found 4 in the last round there. That's a slide through. Logan almost falls. That was close. Machine pistol, but a bit too late. Target lost. Man's gonna have to reposition himself now. 4v3 will be PDX having the numbers advantage. They will come close. And now getting even closer there. We see 3 players now moving towards Memorials as well. And now moving again back to the dumpster. 1 player of PDX. They are trying to secure both bombs. And now the bomb picked up by Danielo, but not planted yet. Still, Eeyore and Ninja might run into each other soon. Check your corners will be important in this situation here. But both teams just playing it calmly and just respecting themselves.
Yeah, they are again 4-3, 7 10 4. They're going to put them down. Ninja eventually has to extend through that door path. Well, playing that very safe. It's Rin though. Rin might be able to pick up a double off here. Danny goes in. Rin is still there. Rin picks up Logan first, and Danny sees him. But Rin picks a freaking double. Statesman sent again. The Ghanaian Prince, maybe even the King. 4-0. And Paradox Esports are clear. As we now go to round 5, if you're Cyclone, my God, what in God's green earth is happening to you?
Man, I really gotta ask the same question as well. What is going on, Cyclone? We know you to be dominating, and that's Ruben picking up Logan early now 4v5, and the gunfights are gonna break out the statue there. The man knows he's there. Ruin, he knows that's a test. Shoot and spray and pray. Device finds Ninja again, and they are starting to drop their Vice. Nondi might just walk into his dead. Device is on the other side. Eeyore as well. They're just waiting for them at statue and just waiting for them to walk into this one, but maybe not. They're just being calm. And now 7 Ken 4, Simpson finds him. That's another picking them up. But now PDX loses 1. 4v3, 4v2. He goes big. Simpson falls. Your force notifies the kill. And now that's perhaps 3. Danielo. That's the 3. Fights 1. Maybe a double. Hold still. The man will see a double. Yes, he does. Ruin force. Warbank comes through. And now 1v1. It's Danielo versus Charisma. If anyone can make this clutch, it's gonna be him. With Charisma, the man is now camped close to that dumpster. The man is camped now, and Danny just getting closer as well to Memorials. They might run into each other soon, and now Memorials might be where they settle it out. But now bomb not planted anyways. They are closing in. Yeah, Memorials, I am here. Danny calling him out. Charisma, where are you? And now they run into each other. It's a one tap. Types this to 3. And Danielo wins it out. 1 round finally goes to Cyclone Esports.
I have to watch that replay. I need to know all the things that actually happened. That was round 1, Jared. This boy. 4-1. So we go into round 6. And if you're PDX, I mean, that round, how did Danny clutch a 1v3 there? I wanted to make sense, sorry, Batley, but Danny's marksman rifle was so chaotic. Just ran through the boys and slide through them like bread. And so now we go to round 6. Danny again, he's got a marksman in hand there, looking for a single Charisma's pixel, but he's not going to find it though. Rin, 7 kill mark for the man. Highest in the whole lobby alongside 7 Ken. These 2 players, very vital to the PDX roster, no doubt. Nobody found. 5v5 still. Nobody hasn't put down by either side. A little bit of respect now being shown. Logan striping to the wall, but no value being found still. Bomb has not been planted on what is going to be the last attacking round, rather, for Cyclone for this set of things.
Yeah, we see 3 players of Cyclone close to Graveyard, and now not the force Ruin finds one as a wall bang coming through now 5v4. And we see the same strategy where Spirit the Extras keep picking up Cyclone players one by one. Now Danny moving closer here. Ruin falls as well. Stimsy finds him now 1-for-1. Numbers are tied once again. Cyclone bringing things leveling as well. Now Statue might just be where he breaks out. As a cover ball. Logan fights one and Device fights through. Your fight another Ninja falls 3v1. Simsy left to go and clutch this round for Cyclone Esports, but still, can he make it work? It's gonna be the big question as they run through. Garage is gonna be now close to Memorial. Statue, there will be one more player at that dumpster. It's Simsy alone, one army in round 6. The man would have to go on and pick that bomb, but then contemplating should he or should he not. He picks it. No, he does not. Yeah, finally he picks it and moves close for the plant. No time wasted. Dumpster is gonna be the man now. As he plants in, location will be given. You will run into them, but Simsy, no, can't do. They flanked him, and that was it for PDX.
Yeah, easy round maybe. I wasn't going to say that. Look at this Rins. Look at Rins' nasty warband there. Getting Rins POV. Mind you, Jane has like 3 different POVs, so he's just now farming POVs from different angles for the replays. Big shout out to Jerry, man. 5-1, PDX now, 5 rounds claimed, 2 more rounds to go and close things off. Yeah, if you're Cyclone Esports again, not the best on Hardpoint. S&D so far, a little bit shaky. They have that 1 round of brilliance for Danny Yellow, and now they have to find a way to make that a collective effort and start to make things work. Rin goes in again, 8 kill mark. There's a player beside them. They are going to go in. They do find the man. Charisma puts Nundi down. And look at that. Numbers again, 4v4. Back on par. Logan able to get that kill through that little hole there. And if you're Cyclone, you have numbers locked in. The bomber's going to get put down. Sights haven't flipped, mind you. As now PDX for the very first time are going to be the attackers as they now put that bomb down. 37 on the clock and counting down 34. Cyclone have to make a defuse, but they do have numbers still. Take that 4v2.
4v2 is gonna be another gunfight. Your fight one with the MP now. Simsy, see Simsy, but Simsy beats him. That's double for Simsy. 7 can force as well. And now 3v none. The defuse comes through for Cyclone Esports, and they take round 7.
Yeah, free defuse that Simsy able to claim it for the side. If you're Cyclone once again, starting things off really slow, but now this is where things start to get really scary for the team of Paradox Esports. Similar to our script before, 6-2, 6-3, and then Trinity, pulled off that magic comeback on Wednesday. Now today, Saturday, still the same week. This is a weekend anyways, though. Device able to get the very fast kill. Simply puts him down for a trade there. Now Nundi going towards the statue. Still going to get any information. Simply still finding value on the kill for Charisma 4s, and now PDX again are starting to look very bad. Oh, Nundi with the flag! Able to get just the 1 kill. 7 Ken puts him down. Danny takes out 7 Ken, and now it's a 1v3. The last man standing also falls, and Cyclone, 2 back-to-back rounds, and this might be the change they so badly needed. Let's go.
The change they so badly needed, and also might be a team that also did what Trinity did. It's the S&D that PDX dropped on Wednesday. Will they drop another? It's starting to look like Cyclone just have like what it takes. But now, back and forth, it's Statue. The gunfights are going to come through. That's the Yon picking up Danielo. Defines force, Ruin force, not defines Charisma. And 3v2. PDX loses numbers fast. It's not looking good right now. It's 2v1. Simsy, last man starting one more time. As Simsy gets a double of his own and takes Cyclone one step closer to PDX.
5-4, 3 back-to-back rounds. I think we don't call that out enough right now. Seems you on the 12 kill mark. The man with a 1.67 KD so far in the whole event for Cyclone. He's once again the one carrying them. 12 kills, slightly above the Device and 10 there. As Logan's not able to get 1 kill. Logan finds 1. Ninja falls, but that doesn't really matter ultimately. But now it does. As it's a 2-for-2 trade, 3v3 now. Both teams very much on the same note. And if you're Cyclone, morales are now in your favor. The ball is in your course. You can absolutely pull off that comeback. And PDX again look like S&D might not be their strong suit against the top 3 teams, because right now they are currently losing 3 back-to-back rounds, 3v3 here. The bomb was again already planted by them as they are now defending the statue point. You're able to get that crossbar, put the player down. 3v2. Danny and Logan left to get a clutch. I think I spoke too soon. Danny now, the last man standing here, Black.
Here comes that 1v1 is gonna be Danny bested by 7 Ken and PDX, the nice Cyclone. That round, one more, and it's gonna be GG's for this best of 3 series in favor of PDX.
Yeah, I mean, Cyclone, we almost saw a choke just now, but they're not going to let it happen. It's still too early to go and see that. A 6-4, there's no overtime, mind you. So if you're Cyclone, you have to get 3 back-to-back rounds, and it's not looking like it's going to happen. The Simsy falls, the most vital player put down. If not, PDX is going to have numbers locked in. 5v4, Logan, Sniper, single pixel will do. Yes, it does. The Vice gets put down, and for the very first time, or actually not, for the 3rd time in a row, we're going to see PDX put that bomb down at B. Rin takes out Nundi as well, and numbers are going back and forth. 3v3, back and par. The bomb already planted. 31 on the clock now. If you're Cyclone, you still have numbers locked in. It's tied up, so you can still make it work here, Black.
They still make it work indeed. Numbers still tied. That's Danielo falling, and numbers not tied. And numbers tied once again. Ninja will make me receive a statement. It's a statue. It's a statue. He goes back. Oh my God. 3-piece. Ninja, if anyone can, it's gonna be him. Ninja with the defuse and buy Cyclone one more round. Denying PDX. What the hell is this, Carl? Absolute cinema.
I mean, look at that replay. Got the first flyer, went to a statue, got a double kill, somehow got a triple kill. He was just running through the boys there, sliding through them, and 6 and 5. Cyclone, oh, 1 round away from getting things back on par and tied up here. Maybe, just maybe, they can force him at 3 as Logan claims first blood, reinforced, wallbang. It's a 5v4. If you're Cyclone, Hope is very much on your side now. Simsy hopefully overextends and gets a kill there, but he's going to slow that down now. 7 Ken, looking for a single wall bang. No values found. The bomb has not been put down. If you're PDX, you're in a very bad spot now. This did happen on Wednesday. Is it going to happen again on Saturday? It might happen. Simsy takes out 7 Ken, and look at this number starts to 4. Things are beginning to fall apart. Then he gets 1 more kill, and Yor puts him down. It's a 2v4, and if you're Cyclone, it just might be what you've been looking for. Simsy puts 1 more player to a respawn. Yor, the last man in a 1v4. Can he make it work? Very bad score. Slides in, finds a kill, but Nundi sends him back in, and Cyclone are very much alive.
Jesus, what the hell is this? Absolutely exceptional gameplay. Cyclone have pulled the reverse sweep before against Mashada, and they are trying to go for it. Go for the king and show them that if Trinity can, we can too. The next episode come through. Statues dropping the contest there, back and forth, and yellow someone get a charisma. God, not the force as well. 3v3. It's gonna be a room force. It's 3v1. Cyclone esports have numbers advantage any minute now. They would have pulled up what Trinity has. The bomb being planted. 3v1. Your last man standing. Can he still protect PDX reign? Can he protect their S&D reputation? Mabuho, this is your look at this man. The start does not work, and now will get taken out. But Ninja with a back shot, and Cyclone have done it just like that. Cyclone have beaten PDX in S&D again, like Trinity on Wednesday. Oh my
Absolute God. Cinema. If you've all got that meme somewhere on Instagram, TikTok, whatever you use memes or whatever, or picture of memes. Absolute cinema. My hands are up right now. Cyclone esports once again are going to come through, and they are going to put the nail in the coffin for PDX on Search and Destroy. And the only map PDX keep dropping all his S&Ds, and it's always a nasty choke. The score was 5-2 at some point. 5-2. Let that sink in. If you have a sink, let it into your house right now. 5-2, and somehow the score ends up 7-6. Not in favor of the boys who are leading 5-2, rather in favor of Cyclone. Somehow, an expertise for Simsy. That man, I think about 20 kills. That what?
Man. I'm gonna take some water first because that was a lot to unpack. That was a lot to see. That was unprecedented. If Trinity can, Cyclone can. It was not showing in the hard points, but deep within those call-outs, deep within those coordination, deep within the strategies, one statement was being shouted out: let Cyclone cook. Let Cyclone cook. And that's exactly what they just did. PDX signed out well the S&D, and I don't know what happened in between. It started to look like they were choking until they choked, until Trinity did that to them and opened up the possibility of PDX losing in the S&D. Cyclone said, if this is possible and you can do this, then so can we. And that's what they did tonight on Saturday, February 28th, day 6 of the league phase. Day 7.
The weak mode now for them, because I mean, yeah, they've been able to be flawless along around all the other teams of the league. But coming to Trinity and Cyclone, the top 3 teams, they've lost both S&Ds against these 2 teams. So you might beg the question now to ask: is PDX weak in S&D against T1 teams that are the same level with them? That might be the one thing now. If you're a PDX, you have to start asking yourself, why do we keep losing to the other teams that are now at level on S&D, and what can we do to go and fix that? But if you're Cyclone, you do not care. You just want Search and Destroy. You are hyped. The ball is in your court. Your morals are at an all-time high, and now we're going to control. But again, On Wednesday, we saw the same thing happen, but opportunity on control, I don't want to talk about how that ended. So if you're a Cyclone, please don't let it end that same way. 3-0 on control after the S&D I just witnessed. I don't want that happening. But again, we have to talk about Simsy, Daniela's clutch, Ninja's 1v3, Daddy's 1v3, it was literally so many times, PDX is choking rounds like I don't even know the point you're going to use right now, but they kept choking random rounds, 1v3s and 1v4s, and they ultimately got punished for that. If you're a Cyclone, perfect S&D, it's now you're going into control. What do you think it's going to look like with that map, man?
Man, it's unsure at this point. It's unsure at this point because what is going on? We can understand if it's Trinity, right? Trinity themselves have a pretty good record. We can understand if it's them. But Cyclone? What next? If Cyclone can't, then other teams are gonna start believing that they can too. Because one thing about games like this is when a team looks unbeatable, when a team looks like they can't be beaten, and the other teams are saying like, okay, if the strongest team, second strongest teams can't even do that, what are the chances that we can? And now that two teams have done that, they're gonna wanna do that as well. So morale boosted, and Cyclone Esports right now, the viewers are looking forward to a reverse sweep. And trust me, man, I am seeing the way clear for them.
Yeah, again, if you're a Simsy also, don't forget, there's a lot of history between these two teams, the players involved in these two teams, a lot of history coming in from last year. Simsy and a couple of his teammates also in that roster. This is personal for them. This is very personal for players like Simsy and Danielo. It is very, very personal. As how they're going to control things at 22 and 22. Lives are very much close. If you're PDX though, you want Hardpoint. Respawn looks like it might be a strong suit. S&D loves that to a nasty joke. If you're a Cyclone, you've got the morale, everything in your favor. The farms are cheering on for you right now. Everybody loves to see a giant get slain. Are you going to now slay our PDX? So far, lives are closed. PDX are going to have it locked in.
I mean, it's one tick locked in here for PDX with the 8 flag, and now 8 live difference. PDX starting to look good. That's Danielo type 3 fights, 1 kill in the distance. You will move for almost a double, but not able to make it through. And now 2 tick locked in. The 8 flag objective almost lost by Cyclone. And now they're gonna have to make sure to get those defense in. It looks like the B is what they're gonna protect more than the A because they just lost it. And now the Fred, that's gonna be one. No one actually found with the Fred. And now Danielo finds one. Charisma forwards 14-6. Round 1 of control. No more respawn zone for Cyclone. No great start, man. No great start.
Maybe I think there's a little bit of too much hype. This is why they don't let Carl cast, 4v10. I'm sorry for so good. Cyclone and letting the whole thing slip by them. SPDX is going to start things off really strongly on the very first round, and one more player left standing, and that's going to be Sims on the 4-kill mark. I mean, if anybody can actually cut to 1v now, they have to beat this man. But what are the odds against a team like PDX? They find one, make that a double. The B flag almost completely captured now. They're not even trying to go for the kills here. They just want to get the capture and go on to the very next round. Simsy now for a contest goes in, finds one more kill. Simsy, but the bad shots come through, and Eeyore puts him to sleep. And finally, Paradox are going to get that round closed off as they get control round 1 locked in and in the bag. And so we don't make our way to round 2 with PDX in the lead again.
PDX in the lead again. It's back to square one. What we saw, the pattern of the S&D and the Hardpoint as well, but now back and forth they're going to come through. The life count's become uneven again. That's Logan, XM4, weapon in hand, finding value. Danielo finds one, that's back and forth one more time. 7 can get straight out. Charisma finds a double onto Ninja and on the 25-26, 24-25. You can tell the Cyclone Esports might be starting to bite back in round 2 of control as now they have a great attack there. Life count's not so close though. 23-20. PDX take things back and are having a great defense.
So if I saw again, 18 and 22 for PDX again, you are defending, so you don't even have to do much. Just stay in your side of the map and make sure they don't get any flag captures. And that's exactly what they're doing perfectly here so far. 17 and 22 as the boys simply are going to get outgunned and outkilled. And so far, but Nindy there, clean 2-piece, but also ultimately falls. And he now popped out 7-10, able to get the very first kill of value for the Annihilator there, make that a double value and still counting, hoping for more. Charisma Equalizer out to Brave. It does get a kill, and PDX have done a lot of damage now, aren't they? If you're a Cyclone, 9v15, you're almost at the land of no more respawns.
That's gonna be 4 more lives to lose until you enter that land Carl just talked about. But still, they're gonna be closer than ever. Charisma finds one. That's 8-15, and back. That's a double for Charisma now. BMP back and forth. They're gonna fight through. That's another now. No more respawn zone is gonna be for Cyclone. Ruin X and 4. Trying to find the value there, but Simpsy gets a 2-piece for himself. Yoran device full for 4 more lives left compared to 8. That's double the number. PDX standing on 7 can and Ruin 4. Simpsy falls 7v3 on round 2 of control. PDX takes it.
Yeah, PDX is going to get 2 back-to-back rounds. Exactly what I talked about. You can't have such a perfect S&D come back and then go to control and lose 3-0. I mean, the same thing happened on Wednesday, not the same thing again happened on Saturday here. Not really the best of times for Cyclone, but that's why when the comeback starts, you can't jinx it, Carl, can you? As Danny gets a kill, Simz falls, Lundy falls, nobody's going to be in favor of the boys of PDX. They are going to start things off in the world here. Again, I haven't flipped and Cyclone are on the defense. PDX are attacking. Are they going to go for the flag capture? So far, not yet, as they are playing a full-on TDM, and it's actually working, as they do have his life locked in and counting their favor. Ninja climbs up top, a player behind him is going to get back shot eventually. But so far, so not good for Cyclone, as they are heading towards a 3-0 loss.
That's looking like what it's heading to, man. Things are starting to not look good at all. That's a 2-piece spread. That's 7K. Actually, not a spread. The Hunter Killer drone, rather. But now, Nundi, the MP weapon in hand, trying to find the value. More value there. 22-15. That's a life counts difference. But still, Cyclone, if you want to salvage anything out of this round, you've got to start it. You've got to start it now. That's Nundi with the BMP. 2-piece picked up. Almost picked that 3-piece. They're trying to make what's left of the cable get shut down. They put him down. Ruben knows, no, you can't. PDX reputation is on the line, and they cannot drop any map. They've got to keep that dated. But now, so far, Cyclone 11-14. Not looking good, man. One tick, not even one tick locked in on the A flag, but PDX are looking really good.
Life supply is not anything is not happening here. It's literally anybody's control around. Device finds to kill. You're finds to kill. Of course, Kyle jinxed it once again, didn't he now? Simty goes in, finds one, forces that. Rain finds him as well. 5v9, no more respawns, time on the clock, 14 and counting anybody. And if you're a PDX here, you do have to be careful though. You can't really overextend, mind you. They've not been capturing flags for some reason whatsoever. They've been playing full on TDM, but look at that time now, 10 on the clock, so they have to get captures. Cyclone, they just have to find a way now to get the defense. So this is where the whole thing might come back to bite PDX, as now they are back both on the land of no more respawns. 2v5 though, Cyclone losing numbers still. Simsy claims another double. Simsy already on a 22 kill mark, the highest in the whole lobby. Nobody's close, but now he falls, and it's a 1v3 if anybody. Ninja has crossed a 1v3 in S&D. Can he not bring that same mode, that same anger, that same ferocity here to control on crossroad strike? Look at that flag A captured, B as follows were captured, and that's it. PDX and I have won the whole thing. I think I spoke to you soon. That Ninja still active. Of course, Charisma puts on an equalizer. You didn't even need to pick. That's like bringing a gun to a sword fight. Why, Charisma? 3-0, man.
Well, if there's anything that Cyclone did, is to further reinforce the fact that PDX can be beaten in the S&D, and other teams now in the league that will run into them know that this is a possibility. But well, it definitely isn't an easy feat to pull though. So keep that in mind. PDX are not exactly a walk in the park when it comes to those S&D rounds, but still great performance from Cyclone Esports when it comes to that S&D. It just wasn't enough to secure the series for them.
Yeah, sadly wasn't enough. Again, you can't ever deny the fact that these two teams, they gave it everything they had. On the control, still. We saw a wonderful comeback at S&D. Morales got lifted. We started to think, hope maybe somehow we're not going to see that same 3-0 on Wednesday again on Saturday. But the exact same thing happens. But still somehow that Simsy, that man never fails to perform and just show you why he's probably top 3 players in Africa. 22 freaking kills, 17 deaths there. Don't forget, this is really personal for Simsy and Danielo, formerly PDX players last year at the World Champs, and coming into this year, they got literally kicked out, and now they won that event so bad. They did get an S&D, but unfortunately, they can't get it on the whole series. As PDX are going to once again show why they are the current champions of Africa, the players of that roster. As they qualify for the league phase untouched and unfazed, as they get another 2 points here and end things off, if I'm not mistaken, on 19 points. for the league phase. Crazy work. Crazy work.
Crazy work indeed, man. I mean, looking at the standings right now, PDX and Cyclone, what a match, especially when it comes to the S&D. Man, I am impressed by Cyclone, really. To be fair, they've had a pretty good history. They've only lost to Trinity 2-0, and you know when it comes to gameplay, that is. So they've had a good run. And when it comes to these strong teams, they tend to fold. When it comes to PDX, when it comes to Trinity, they tend to fold, and that's understandable because these teams they're not walk in the back teams. This is top 1 and top 2. So when you're facing any other team that is not Trinity and PDX, it's a clean 2-0 win in their favor. So the stats will tell you that, yeah, the stats will tell you, but still, hey, good luck to them in their future matches.
Yeah, I mean, again, the last day of the league phase, yeah, this is the final recording. After this one, we know our 2 going home teams. I mean, I'm very sure we already know one team that is going home no matter what happens today. But anyways, we're just hoping there's still some sort of magic that's going to happen somewhere in any of these fixtures, bro. I mean, sorry for so good, wonderful games for game 1. Cyclone, Mal, they still might not finish top 2 if Trinity Esports find a way to get a 3-0 point win here. And the map count looks very close. I mean, we're just going to see what happens there today. But again, Cyclone and PDX done. PDX coming out victorious on that one. And now we're going to go for a very short break. And when we come back, it's going to be our game 2 of the day. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Yeah, we're back. Quite fancy game one there. That was really exhausting and really fun. I enjoyed every bit of that. But now we're going to our game two, which is again NATO Gaming versus Sierra 7. The last time we saw NATO last week, they lost 2-0 to Eclipse Gaming, but it turns out there was a DQ situation there, and NATO ended up getting the whole point in their favor, 2-0. I'm not really sure what happened. I do know what happened. There wasn't a player playing with a wrong account, and that subsequently led to a lot of drama behind the scenes. You guys know what happened. It's crazy stuff. But anyways, of course, it is what it is. And if you're NATO right now, you're facing another Nigerian team who arguably are the number one in AG Black. What do you think about this matchup?
The record alone is not looking good. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. There's no way to paste this in a way that sounds nice. It's not looking. I mean, against Trinity, against PDX, against Mashada, the scores are all there. The scores are all there, right? And it's not looking nice. But now they're facing an AG team, Series 7, which we saw them play in the Deca Grand Finals season 5 against XA9. We saw how that went, and still. Now we're seeing Series 7 starts. We see them against N9, which was the opponent they faced in Deca Crop LAN, against Cyclo Gaming, and against, basically what I'm trying to say here is these two teams haven't exactly had the best of performances since the league phase started. And hopefully this is a match that's going to go well for them to get more points, because trust me, they need those points. They need those points, man.
Yeah, both teams did the point. Sierra 7 currently are not really in the relegation zone, but they are just 1 point above Eclipse Gaming. So literally, they are still kind of in the relegation zone, depending on what happens in the matches later today. If you're NATO, you are kind of safe. And Shot currently sitting at number 6 here, but not too pretty as well. So you do have to make sure you're not dropping any points. This is the very last match there. Everything counts. Every single game counts. And it's also interesting to know that every single game that apparently NATO have won or points they've claimed in the league, apart from Trinity, have been from Nigerian teams. Eclipse and of course Nonagon. So now this is another Nigerian team again, which is Sierra 7. And if you're Sierra 7, I think those stats have to be scary because your Nigerian brothers have lost them either by merit or by DQ, but they've lost the game to these guys. So if you're Sierra 7, I think there's a little bit of fear you have to watch out for. And don't forget Astro being the best player coming from the side of NATO Gaming with a 0.86 KD. Sierra 7 as well, their best player also having a 0. KD. Like these both teams, the best players have not been able to amount to a 1 KD. Fadi being the Sierra 7's best player with a 0.97 KD. I mean, the stats here look very much close for both sides. It's all going to come down to who wants it more here. If you're a Sierra 7 though, you are too close to that relegation zone to be losing any more points.
I mean, NATO Gaming being the only team to ever get a double DQ, and against Trinity, we know how that went. We know the whole drama against that on day one. We saw that, and at some point we got to start saying, okay, we know you've been winning against Nigerian teams, and history tends to repeat if you think about it. But then let's see if this is going to repeat here. Now we get straight into that P1 on Fountain, as we get straight into Hardpoint on takeoff. Back and forth, gunfight are going to start, but that same Nigerian team is the one to get to the first league here.
Yeah, again, they're going to start things off. If you're Sierra 7, on paper though, Sierra 7, they look a little bit stronger than the NATO team. Not by stats, but by the actual players. Because by stats right now, yeah, I wouldn't even say that out loud. But sorry for Sierra 7 on that P1 on takeoff is going to be theirs. 14-3 is the scoreline, and if you're NATO, not the best start you hope for. But again, that's how P1s always are. It's always shitty for one team. One team starts off so well. P2 and P3 is where things start to get out balanced, and then you can start to see what the game actually looks like. And so far, if you're in Sierra 7, and then that'll lose on that scrap. You need to start going next there. Look at that minimap. Rotations are going to be very important. Who's going to get there first? NATO do seem to already have 5 players on the next Hardpoint squad. So if you're Sierra 7, that's not looking good for you now.
Not looking good indeed. P1 ends at Fountain, and it's P2 at launch center. You can see the players already rotating there and trying to keep the boys of NATO out. Series 7 that's a 3-piece for Fadi and a 2-piece for Pain, inflicting pain on the boys of NATO. But seriously, man, what is Series 7 on? The kill feed all blue. The 2-praise spread for Fadi, and the launch center heal completely dominated by them as they get past the 50 50-point mark now. NATO Gaming, no way through. It's 3-piece for Ryan. Somehow they might just break it. And yes, they do. It's a revenge game. 0-0-7 gets it back.
Yep, so far, S7 able to hold it down. They're going to lose out that squad for a brief moment once again. But Fadi! Oh! Ruben said, Fans 3 in 1 foul sweep, make that 4. Start looking for a 5th man to put down. Might get it, of course, he freaking does. General freaking Fadi so back. A serious 7 once again. Oh, counting it now. 79-17, NATO, very bad star. They can't seem to find their footing anywhere yet. A serious 7 are dominating the map so far. We need to go to the next step though. Look at that mini map. Who's going to get there first? NATO once again are going to look like they have better rotations here, but can they hold it down? Because the last time they did that, Sierra 7 shot them out and go almost a full 60 on the hill.
I mean, we're seeing now the players of NATO Gaming now starting to spawn from the gas area and now rotating into the Aurora room. It's going to be P3 and 89-19. It's a 70 score difference. And Payne brings out that death machine, takes 2 down. Astro takes 2 of his own. It's back and forth operator skills. Walker, they salvage his 3-piece for Astro. It is you, Aurora room dominated by NATO Gaming. 6-0-7 have no boots in here. But 6-0-7, they find their way. It's almost 100-point mark, 95-96. They get closer than ever. NATO Gaming are still playing catch-up. That's a 4-piece for Virus. That's a 5-piece for Virus. Make that 6, but the man gets taken down, denied by an inch. Body and live hacks still doing numbers as 0-7 get past the 100-point mark.
We've had the Royce Blue so far. You've been just dominating so far, and well, we are going for listening to Sierra 7 if I'm not mistaken. They dominating. Actually no, Jared take out shot off. We're going for listening to NATO, the team that are currently struggling, and we see Sierra 7 having almost quadrupled the lead there. Let's see what their comms sound like.
It's nice. One peon. Watch out. 2 coming front door. Point.
Enemy, just stay secret.
Astro on you.
One more day.
Nice. Guys, play point.
I'm here.
Wow, they're spawning P2. On spawn P2. Spawn split.
They spawn P2 deep.
Bruh. P2. Watch out.
One main
Man,
guy.
Halfway plaza. Nice up.
Secret now. Top
You want
stairs.
dead.
Two top
There's
stairs.
a crack point.
Dead.
Secret dead. One top.
Deeply. They got P2 side now.
One more deep.
Secret got me. He was on top.
Red now.
Raid, we saw raid.
They're still open now.
Top red. One top red.
Yeah.
Now what? I don't know, Black. I don't want to be critical about this and then, but that sounded like me and you discussing how we're going to be making money. Because me and we were both broke, so we're always very quiet about that. What was that listening?
I mean, I couldn't even pick much out of it, honestly. But still back to the gunfight. It's through the smoke, and now the death machine from Payne, from Fadi and Live gets numbers of their own. Now close to the 150-point mark. The next hill, it's going to be Fountain. Back to B1. It is all over again. And rotations are going to come through from that gas area. Respawns as well from the launch center. Everywhere they will come from. But still, NATO Gaming been playing catch-up all this while. Not close, not ever. 0-7 putting them there.
Again, 0-7, you've just been dominating so far. The whole Nigerian stereotype, you don't want, they didn't want that to be on them, so they were like, you know what, not us, man. We're not SCL. We just want to come here, dominate the whole thing. Hopefully there's not a DQ somewhere pending for 0-7. They have to watch out for that as well, because that's been the case now for NATO throughout the league. And if you're NATO, you're hoping for that DQ somewhere. But again, 170 and 6-8 here, 100-point gap and counted now. 0-7 so far, they're looking a lot better, a lot more skilled. If you're NATO, not the best star. P2 still locked in. 40 seconds on the clock and counting down very fast, but there's not a single NATO player in sight. They do have the best one though, but he's not been able to get into that hill. I think I spoke to you. Astro now comes through with the claw, and he's going to clear that out for them. But Fadi has a response come through his life as well with a claw of his own, able to get a double there. And now he's still looking at that spawn. The spawn trap might come to play, but I think I jinxed it once again as Fadi fights a double war machine kill. Astro puts him down. The back and forth and choose, and 0-7 are going to lose that bout.
Now we see the players of NATO Gaming start to spawn from that green area and going into the launch center. Contests are gonna come through straight into it. But now back and forth, it's gonna be live fight the two-piece with the switchblade hacks. Finds his way into it with the XM4 197.77. The hail time finally done, and now they will reset. Back and forth is back again to that Aurora room. They will contest once again, but the boys of Series 07 will rotate first.
197, 82, 07 again. They've got it locked in. Fanny goes in, finds a double kill on that kill for still looking for more. Make that city rifles. And if you're NATO Gaming now, you send the boys from Nigeria get above that 20-point mark first. They are closing into that finish line. You can't let that happen. Right, still finding value now. 4 contest comes in, but Pain. Oh my god, the Vet mission. Pray and spray. Takes 3 players now, but Sway comes in as well. Pain still finding value. And the Nigerian boys, my god. Oh, look at that kill fin. It's all blue with a touch of yellow now. As soon as I was not locking down, she's able to get a break. Finally, can they finally hold it? Hopefully, get above the 100-point mark. We haven't seen anything below 100 so far on match 7. What do you think? That was 250, 107 in the Hardpoint, PDX and Cyclone. But if you're Series 7 and NATO right now, then NATO look like they can get above the 100-point mark. 97 on the clock now. Can they find a way to just get above that, man?
That's the big question now. Can they find a way to just get above that? But now 20 more points left for Series 07 to end things in their favor. NATO just 3 more points shy to 100-point mark. Back and forth respawns that have come through from the launch center, but it's contest straight into that control room. What can they do? What can they salvage? Generator house contest coming through from there as well. But now the hill team by NATO gets them past that 100-point mark. 230, 107. Then XM4 gonna have to do the trick, and they have to get them that 20 points they need to end it here. Series 07 is starting to lose the contest, and NATO Gaming are still playing catch up.
So far, 232. At least they did get a blow Cyclone. 112 now. CYC got 107, so pretty fair. Back again, both teams still trying to contest this one. Nobody's holding it down too much. NATO now, the War Machine still locked in, looking for value still. But look at that kill feed go all blue, but with a touch of yellow now again, as they still hold the hardpoint down. Scrap time is going to be theirs, but you need to go across the map now to get to the next hardpoint. Nobody across the map, but like just the next door neighbor to the next hardpoint. And NATO Gaming still holding scrap time down, but I think I spoke too straight. The Series 7 go in for a trade there, but they're still not going to really get it locked in. 233, 134. NATO Gaming eyeing a comeback, maybe somehow. Can they make it work though? That's going to be the question being asked. Faddy goes in, finds a double, Pain and Life are also finding kills now. Back to P1, 236 and 134. Series 7 might be able to close things off on this P1.
That's gonna be back and forth. They will have, but still things are starting to look good as well. In NATO Gaming, it didn't start out well, but still, man, things are not looking good right now so far.
It's not looking good at all. 246, 4 more points, and Series 7 about to close things off. Yeah, put NATO down, and they do it in grand style as the Nigerian teams are finally going to break that curse. Series 7. Again, hopefully not GQ's anywhere pending, as they are going to claim Hardpoint. 250 and 135. If you're NATO Gaming, as Indian control still there, can you find a way now to reclaim the fixture and make it yours? Series 7, solid start, 1 more map, and they close things off here, and hopefully leave that relegation zone by a mile.
Hopefully, man, 250, 135. Well, like you said, hopefully no DQ pending. So
51. Damn.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot. 200 impact. Finally, the first and the highest impact in the entire African Challenger Series. The record has been set by Series 07 Fadi. Highest impact in Hardpoint takeoff against NATO Gaming. That one's going in the highlight reel for ASG channel. And now we see Hacks on 51 as well. Same number of kills. Oh my goodness. Series 07 totally cooked in this one. And NATO Gaming at this point, man, what am I expecting?
Yeah, I mean, look again, 200 impact. That's the highest you could possibly get in Call of Duty Mobile, and Fadi just got it here. Once again, mind you, he's the best player so far throughout the league phase for Series 7 with a 0.97 KD, just a little bit shy of 1, and he's able to get more than a 2-point KD for sure, and also 2 minutes on the hard point. This is why I should have actually bought Fadi in my FPL team over Virus. But anyways, though, we're all going to Coastal, Set and Destroy. And if you're Series 7, you're doing Nigeria proud so far. You've been able to claim this map on a hard point. Can you do the exact same thing now in S&D Coastal? and close things off here with a 2-0 and, you know, just go for the next series, hopefully.
Yeah, can you actually do that? Is the question. But now SD on Coastal, man, you know how it is, man. You know how it is. Things are actually, you know, looking good for Series 07 right now. You just need to just get the SD and get out of here. That's it. You don't have to stretch anything. You don't have to even play around or anything. But then, hey, we have seen potential reverse sweep. We have seen in a situation where the team that lost the Hardpoint will take the SD. We saw with Cyclone Gaming and PDX. So, hey, are we gonna follow that trend? The gameplay will decide.
Yeah, gameplay will speak for itself, no doubt. You're correct there. If not, we're going to search and destroy CR7 NATO Gaming 5v5. First round comes to play once again, and who's going to be getting it first? Astro's here, no excuses this time for NATO. The gameplay last week, and that was the one player a lot of people in chat kept saying, oh, Astro's not here, that's why they're losing. Astro's here, and he's going to get first blood there. He's going to get put down there by CR7 live, and Crane finds one more kill there. Now it's a 3v5. CR7 is going to put the bomb down very fast, and if you're NATO, your numbers are dropping like flies as we now go to a 2v5.
It's interesting that the very person they say is supposed to be the reason why they're not exactly performing is the very person that was drawn as the first blood, but now back and forth they will draw, as that's gonna be one member left. Sway with the XM4 gets shot by Fadi. You don't poke a sniper. That's Series 07 taking round 1.
It was a flawless run, mind you, that Sway able to put a little dent by getting the 1 kill. But now we're going to round 2, and if you're NATO Gaming, very poor start again. Hardpoint, same thing happened, started very poorly. Fadi almost gets a kill to the mid-map there, but no value foul. Ultimately, still, call-outs are going to get given, so very important. Now he's going to make that one towards the A-ball, I think. So low flares in blue, yes he does. Astro forwards. Once again, Astro's going to get put down first. And NATO Gaming, Astro, a lot of questions are going to have to be asked towards the man now, as NATO are going to lose numbers. Series 7 in a 4v5. They can just get this rated up to 2-0.
They can possibly. Now back and forth again. Numbers are still not tied. Still in favor. Series 7 right takes out Fadi. That's one down. Another back and forth. That's gonna be live taken out. Right, Woban comes through now. 3v4. The bomb being planted. No time wasted. And Series 07 understand that it's not just TDM, but also OPJ. That's so Sway caught thrown by live. And now not that in distance potentially. Now he pushes the man. No post position. 2v3. Numbers advantage to Series 07.
Once again, they have numbers locked in. 2 and 3. Hacks on the 0 kill mark. Barros on the 0 kill mark. Life on 4. Make that 5 now. And Life goes on again. Trick sees him. There's not confirmed that kill. Hacks might be able to follow his very fast kill. Oh, look at that. Hacks shot Switch down, but Trick did put Life down. Vital kill there. And now Series 7 are going to get 2-0 up. Very good start. Solid for them here. And the Nigerian boys want to get out looking to close things off here. What about a 7-0, Black? Do you think there's a chance we'll get a 7-0?
Well, it is possible because we didn't exactly see NATO, perform exceptionally well in the Hardpoint. So, not exactly looking good for them now. That Series 07 now losing one member and another. That Hacks falling. What the hell? Maybe that's 7-0. Oh my god, that's Fadi. If anyone can't pull that kind of shot, it's gotta be him. Since the man in distance puts him down, that's another. Astro falls. That's 2. Fadi might go for more, maybe an ace in this game, maybe the rest of NATO Gaming. Well, now, holding position, they would have to. Now, towards that bomb, the A side, we see one player there, the plant comes through from Virus, no time wasted. Series 07 playing everything, the kills, the plants, the objective. Now, Fadi, he's just waiting for that single pixel. Single pixel, dude, does 2. Rifles as well, and now 2 more who complete a flawless round. Flawless, nobody. You see, gets taken out. Sway will finally put him down, but what
I think he did a little bit too much there, overworked there. He got punished. Virus now sees the player come through. Oh my god, they're sliding like Brian Michael Jackson, but he's able to outplay the man, get the hip fire shots in, confirm the kill first, and Tier 7 once again R3 to a 3rd round, and make that a 4th round, 3-0 up. And if you're NATO Gaming again, this has not been the dream start in S&D you hoped for. We've seen comebacks happen in S&D though, especially the PDX case here. So if in NATO, you are trying to pull off the Cyclone Gaming on this particular match there. So you go in again 3-0, round 4 loads in, and NATO's still on a very bad score.
very bad spot is gonna be. That's right now. Gunfight's gonna come through, but Virus will beat him 3 pinfalls, 3 falls. Fadi finds one. Machine Pistol does the job. That's Fadi again. Tundra does another. As 2 piece just in this game alone, and now 2v2. One being planted. And now Astro trying to push the man. Fadi and Virus last man standing. Fadi back and forth. That's Astro. Oh, Virus denies him. 007 takes 4 back-to-back rounds.
Yeah, Virus again, arguably the best RGL in Nigerian history. You always get him when you let the man to get the kills the most, he's always going to pop up and get those vital kills. And you just saw that again. The round looked like he almost lost but they found a way to close it up in their favor. And now we're going to round 5 for tier 7, 4-0. Fadi's going in. There's a player in blue that's there. He's going to get put down this time. Clicks over extend. Virus claims a double. The captain once again. Captain, my captain, claims 2. And now look at those numbers going down. 3v4. Tier 7 have numbers advantage. Still locked in. The bomber's not been put down. And if you're NATO, what can you do to save yourself in this one fight?
What can you do indeed? That's the plans coming through now from Virus. No time wasted. Anime as well. Gotta be careful. This axe, that's one tap gun. Put him down. And now Life by the side. 1 pixel will do it. Now Anime reaction time. Life will beat him to it. And now 2v3. That's the gunfight coming through. Sway with the XM4. Puts one down. And now Pain falls. Now 1-2. Sway, except forward with his hand versus 2 members of Series 07. Can he make it work? Sway, gonna chase him down. But the man who just hold position.
1v2, Sway not going in. Angus get flipped out. Virus confirms the kill first. Captain, once again, does the vital work. And Sierra 7, 5 back-to-back rounds. The Nigerian boys, they are about to make history here. About to make it 7-0 in revenge of Nonagon and Cliffs Gaming. Are they about to make a statement against NATO Gaming as 5-0, round 6 no 10, Fadi sniper in hand, and my freaking god, what is happening here?
My goodness, I gotta ask the question now. That's Fadi again looking for a chance. Astro falls. And probably no one's best days too, but still 5v4. Series 07, 2 more rounds, 1 more for match point. That's gonna be it. They will take it back and forth, but still, NATO Gaming not looking good at the SMD at all. They would have to just hold position right now. The smokes come through. Life fights Twix. That's 1 down. NATO Gaming 5v4. They are playing at the numbers disadvantage. That's another right. Gets a double axe and Life 4. Series 07 lose members themselves. Fadi finds right. And now 2v3. Barrows gets the plants. The captain trusts him to get the plant in. And as well the finishers. The back and forth again. Penny finds Sway. Barrows trying to push the man down. 1v3. Can Anime make the clutch?
Somebody on chat says Sierra 7 are back in their prime. I don't have any comments for that yet, but again, animated 1v3, sniper in hand for the man, looking for a single pixel. Virus going, oh my god! The collateral! Trey takes a double! No freaking way! My god! 1v1, Pain, the last one standing, has to go. Doesn't know where Anime is. I think he's swiped the Anime, has no idea where Pain is coming from. No time on that clock. If you're NATO, you've got to get that defused. And look at him going for Pain says, no, you don't. 6-0. But I need to see that collateral, my freaking god. What?
Oh my god. Oh. That was crazy. What the hell was that? That was insane. And now Series 07, 6 back-to-back rounds. 1 more. And that's gonna be it. Virus finds Astro. That's Astro still being the first blood in this game. Definitely not a field day. But now 5v4. Series 07 now have the numbers advantage. But now Fadi looking for a chance. Scope does not work. Man will have to reposition now. Now we see 2 players on the B side and 2 players on the A side. Meanwhile, boys of NATO Gaming on the bottom part of the map. But still, just holding position and Fadi potentially looking for that wall bang. But not able to find it though. We'll just hold position. Numbers advantage is Series 07.
Yeah, again, I mean, you've seen the last couple of rounds. They've been diabolical so far. If you're NATO, I hope he's not lost, but 6-0, not looking at the top of them so far. Can't they just get 1 round? Please get 1 round, guys. Please get the 1 round. Look at that. Fadi, that's an angle. Fadi Azal now. You're not getting get the job, bro. How is that even an angle, chat? 6-0. Hello, live tips are double though. It's not going to be funny. We're looking for here, Jade. And now, Combos again. NATO, 2 more players left. Sway and Rye. Can they make any difference whatsoever? As Serious 7 have the numbers locked in. Rye picks up 1 player there. Hacks might go in for a trade, but I don't think he does. He's going to back that down. He still goes in. The man is stubborn, and he's going to get punished there with a backstab fight. Sway and Rye, the last man standing in the 1v3. Everything now, the one-man show does. NATO Gaming, he's got to find a way to keep them alive in this one. It's a 1v3 up against Fadi, Virus and Live. The odds are not in his favor. The moment of very bad score. SMG, VNP, can he clutch a 1v3 here, Black?
Can he clutch a 1v3? It's going to be the big question. Can he still save NATO's game? His face that's one down, one step towards that. And now the bomb drop. That's one down again. But nope. Gets traded out immediately by Fadi. And Series 07 takes the S&D 7-0. Well, NATO, if there's any chance for a DQ, we better come in now. Because this is it.
I mean, you know, the collab, I'm looking at chat right now, yeah, and I can call out a lot of people in chat saying, how was that a collab? Even though I do not know. Even Jared even Jared is shouting him out, yes, how? Because it didn't look like they lined up there. One player was behind the door, one was outside. I don't know how the sniper shot worked, but that was just clean work from the man there. And I mean, ultimately, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really matter because Series 7 is still 7-0. Them, they literally don't walk them. And if you're NATO Gaming, I mean, not the best start, or rather, not the best end to the league phase, yeah. And I don't know, Series 7 just once again showed why they are arguably number 1 team in NG. And looks like they might not be finished. I don't know.
I mean, taking 2 maps back to back and taking best of 3 series, well, that definitely does improve their standing on the league phase and also their points mark. But still, hey, NATO Gaming, they haven't exactly had the best history. We've seen their matches, and now we look at the stats here from the S&D we just saw, and of course, Series 07, Fadi 192, close to the 200, but well, 8 points shy. Virus with 7 kills drop, Fadi on 11, Life on 10, and on the other side, we see Rai on 136 and 7 kills drop. Well, not exactly the best day for NATO.
Yeah, not their best day, man. This was like one of those days where, you know, everything just doesn't work out. But ultimately, Series 7, this was the perfect day for them. People are even saying there are even rumors that they're back in their prime. That is crazy work, chat. So you guys need to slow it down. But I mean, Series 7 just made history here. 2-0 against NATO Gaming, 3 points claimed, and that will do a lot for their league standings, no doubt. And well, that's it for game 2. Clean work. If you're NATO Gaming here, I mean, now they're not in the relegation zone for NATO. You know, they might be dropping points today, but it all comes down to what Eclipse do later on today. Speaking of Eclipse, rather, they are going to be our next matchup. So I'm very sure a lot of you want to see what Eclipse have to offer after what happened on match day 6, where they got a DQ against NATO. 2 maps lost, even though they actually won this map by merit. And of course, we did see the drama with them earlier on in the week where 2 players got banned, Valerio and Xavier. I'm not entirely sure if those bans got lifted, but we are going to find out when the game speaks for itself. But again, it's been game 2. Big shout out to Wild Sports Gaming for sponsoring the event. And of course, this has been the African Pro Series match day 7. We're going to go on a very short break, Black. Do you have anything to say to these guys before we go on our intermission break?
Well, it's the last day, and if you're going to get any points, you better get it now. And ECL, this is your chance to get those points. And of course, it's been amazing casting with you today, man. It's been a wonderful time. So, once again to our sports game for sponsoring the event, the African Pro Series, that is. And of course, shout out to our watch party, Die Hard. Thank you so much for all you do, man. I can't stop thanking you for pushing what we do here out there. It's been an amazing game too. Go on a short break now. With that being said, see you soon, guys.
Enemy down.
Hello, guys. We're back, and of course, so far so good. We've had two amazing matchups today, and we're going to our third, but not our final matchup, mind you. It's our third matchup for today, and of course, it's Trinity and Eclipse Gaming. Look at those tables, Eclipse Gaming. Look where they currently are. I haven't really been their best season so far. Currently at number 7. Trinity number 3 though. Started off things with their very first matchup was a literal no-show. They did not show up, and NATO got 3 points there. Well, ever since then, though, it's been uphill because they've just been flawless and, racking up points back to back. Eclipse Gaming, on the other hand, my Nigerian brothers, the only game they've actually won is the series against Nonagon, their fellow Nigerians. So it's like the Nigerians have just been feeding off the Nigerians up until Sirius haven't beaten NATO. And well, I mean, if you're Nonagon, you're in a very bad sport. You literally have to win the matchup today against Trinity, a team that literally haven't. Well, the only games they've lost, if I'm not mistaken, are against, again, the DQ, against NATO, where they did not show up, and against PDX, the number 1 team in the league. That aside, they really haven't won. They really haven't lost any other games. They did drop a map against Nonagon, an Nigerian team. So if you're Eclipse, you might want to bank on that. If they could drop a match against Nonagon, then they might be able to drop 2 maps against Eclipse, maybe, as Eclipse are kind of higher ranked than them. And interesting players to watch out for right now. Dad on a 0.93 KD for the whole event so far has been the best player for Eclipse Gaming. And of course, if you're going to go to Trinity, we also have had quite a couple of players go, back and forth. Knock seems to be Knock is not the best player. I don't buy that stuff from Jared. His best player for Trinity has been Instinct by far. It has been Instinct with a 1.10 KD. Not really bad, and definitely a bit far from that there with 0.93. The Rockstar, Instinct, Chinese Dean, Vipex, Michael, Jack, and Muji. Dean and Muji will just join towards the end of the season from Cyclone Gaming, and we do recall what happened when Trinity met Cyclone. Those 2 players, it was very personal for them, the revenge arc, and they definitely pulled it off. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they are going to be able to close off their season with in the league phase. And of course, for Eclipse Gaming, Xavier, Uncle K, somebody called Daddy Coco. I don't care if that's his name. I'm going to be calling him Uncle K because he's now 94 years old. Crow, Dad, Valerio, and Retro. Xavier and Valerio did get a ban earlier this week. I don't know if it's been lifted. I can't really verify that. But if they do play today, then of course it has been lifted. And this is your current roster for this both sides. Both teams have had. Okay, turns out Valerio's ban is not lifted. About Xavier production. production is whispering in my ears about the lifted bans. Turns out Valerio is not in the lobby, so it might not have been lifted yet. Xavier still yet to confirm, but I just don't know what exactly is it going to be like for ECL today without two very important players for them, especially Valerio, who has been a very standout player in the objective games, and Xavier, who has been a very standout search and destroy player for this team. How is it going to look like if they're both not able to feature on the very last day of the league phase? Well, we're about to find out as we now go for a beautiful Map B World Summit, and we are back to a lobby V-set. One of those things that happens in Africa where you have to put a little wine for the ancestors, and of course, hope they drink it and they love it. But again, guys, I'm going to be asking you guys in chat, thought Arvin joined ECO. Actually, Arvin did join ECO, but I don't think that was added towards the Rockstar graphics. But yes, Arvin is an ECO player, so of course he's going to be featuring for the Eclipse game in Rockstar, especially on Search and Destroy. That man has one of the best snipes in the league so far. He's one of the standout players throughout the league phase, and now the very last day of the match, the league phase itself. What are we going to be expecting? For Trinity, though, the only maps you've dropped, the only games you've actually officially lost were against, of course, Paradox, and that was NATO on day one because of that no show up. So, I mean, quite very strong record, currently number 3 on the league rankings. No threats whatsoever to relegation. If you're Eclipse Gaming, you're currently number 7 with only 2 points with Nanagon, and now you are 8. Actually, Sierra will now have 8 points, so you are 4 points below Sierra 7, 4 points below Mashada, 5 points below Nate. So no matter what happens today, Eclipse are still going to get relegated. Like, no matter, even if they win 2-0 here, they're still going to be in that relegation zone. But again, I do have a little info for you guys that I need to pass across. Turns out the relegation rule has been changed from what we knew it as. So the 2 teams that are finished last are actually not getting relegated. They're going to play against the 2 top teams from challengers, and then whoever wins that stays in the league. I don't know how that works, but that is the new rule set. I don't know what you guys think about that. Let me know in chat. I don't think I personally agree with that, but it's what the current rules are like. As now we make our way to Hardpoint on Summit, Eclipse Gaming and Trinity are going to kick start things off. Unfortunately, I'm going to be solo casting this one, guys, because my co-caster has a wedding and he's getting married this night. I don't know how that even works. Let's have fun. Sorry for starting good. Trinity are going to be able to get the P1 locked in, and they are going to get in there first. Very vital. If you're Eclipse Gaming though, it's slow start, but now you're starting to get things back on par. 5 and 10. Double the lead now for Trinity Esports. They lock it down. Dad comes in, shotgun on a map like Summit. Very, very useful. Just it's a very close range map where things happen close up. SMGs are also going to be very important here. ARs, well, you do a little bit of work in the anchor positions, but not really for playing the objectives. Yeah, Chinese finds Trade finds him, and Trinity now at a 20-point mark. 20 and 7. Eventually, P2 is about to open up, and if you're Eclipse Gaming, well, again, not the best start, but it's not too far apart. Can still be anybody's game, definitely. P1's where things start off very fast, and eventually one team event always locks it down first, and now we need to start going P2. Look at that mini map. Who's going to get there first? Answer might be both sides. It's a very open hill. There's about 3 ways into that one hill. Muji though, looking for kills. Arvin's going to fall down first. Retro. Kilford all blue with a little bit of yellow as well. 17 and 24. Eclipse Gaming onto P2. They're going to get in there first. Trinity now, you need to go and break that hill. Retro finds 1 more kill. Dean falls. It's also going to get thrown. Nate did find the valley there, the boy in yellow. 25 for 25. Things are now equal and on par, but Eclipse Gaming are now going to get that lead locked in. Not really the score that I thought I was going to be seen early on, as Trinity now are on the back foot, and Eclipse Gaming somehow, against all odds, are holding things down. And it was interesting to actually know both Xavier and Valerio are currently not playing. So it turns out that DQ might still stand. 38-27 though so far. The boys in blue still holding it down. Muji finding a kill from that up top. Might get a double, doesn't really get it. But now this is where things, you need to start going towards that P3. That's the literal money hill. The spawns are very important. A full 60 there is highly possible. You just need to get there first. And if you're Eclipse Gaming, you've got that lead locked in. Almost double the lead, mind you. So if your Trinity really started very well on the P1, P2 wasn't really your map point to hold. And P3 so far, that has to be where you go and make it count. And who's going to get in there first? There's a player in blue holding that spawn, but it's going to mean nothing. It's now Trinity are going to break that as easily as they possibly can. Eclipse Gaming now have to come too slow. 2 players fall to Michael's equalizer, as now they start holding it down. There's a war machine, there's an equalizer, a Sparrow, and a death machine as well. 4 players with operator skills out. And Trinity now going to retake that lead like they've never lost it. The boy simply comes through that door. Dad, about to break it. Not really gonna happen. Yuji finds a kill there. Mini map says a boy in blue trying to go through that snow to go and break that spot. AY claims a double with Chinese with the back shot. Puts him to sleep again. Uncle K, equalizer in hand, double kill, clears out that hill. Make it 3 for the man. As now they are trying to make sure they don't let that lead straight to further away from them. 61-65. You now need to start going towards P4, but there's still a lot of scrap left to play for here. As the Clips Gaming are going to almost retake that lead. I think I jinxed it there, but no, I did. No, I think I did. No, I didn't. They're gonna get it, but again, of course, Shady are gonna get right back into going to reclaim things. You now need to start going towards P4. And if you're Trinity Esports, which you've got the lead locked in by just 3 points. You don't seem to have P4 figured out because you don't have the spawn. You also don't have the hardpoint time right now in your favor, as the Clips are going to get in there first. But let's go and see what the comments for Trinity look like. Let's go then.
Deep, I have deep push point.
No.
No. I got it.
Go back. There's no trophy.
Oh, good.
I spawned out. Watch snow. Be careful snow.
No, door.
Snow see them. Deep now.
2 point, right side. We have it. Nice. Watch you see them. Watch it.
One point.
2 points.
Come there.
One point, only one.
One more. Focal now.
Yeah, point.
No one side.
It got me.
Not dead.
Come here. There's a guy already computers, bro. They're 2 new guys. Come on.
It's fine. Pick up computers in sync menu.
Let me top.
There's one still top, bro.
Again, very quiet comms. I mean, we've seen that a lot in the past couple of comms we're actually listening today. It's not really been that hasty and that fast-paced call-outs, but really been slow, take your time kind of thing. But I have no idea why. But Eclipse Gaming, though, above the 100 mark, and they are showing you guys what they are made of. No Valerio, no Xavier, no problem, as they lock it down. And now back to P1. Trinity are in there fast. They are going to have it locked in. Actually, they didn't get the fight. Take that back. They did break into that hill. And if you're Eclipse Gaming trying to get that retake now for your side, Uncle K comes through, 22 kill mark, finds the kill there, D4s. And if you're Trinity, somehow you are being outgunned by a Nigerian team. No pun intended whatsoever. But if you're Trinity though, you need to start finding the way back here. As Uncle K comes in, finds a kill, confounds that 124. P2's must start counting in. Scrap time. Trinity having locked down. Not yet on that 100 mark. 90 and counting now. They might use to cross in here on this P1. But P2 eventually has to load in. And if you're Eclipse Gaming, you still have a comfortable lead, but you have to make sure you're not getting too comfortable, because that could come back to go and haunt you here. Collizer up in the 3. Trinity side, not a single value found. Did find that, I take that back. Trade find him and puts him down though. Rin comes in, forces it in. China's to swallow the next still. Dino almost gets a double with a nade from Retro, shots him down. And 130-100, both teams at the 100 mark. And this is where things are really close. Again, I think on paper, I didn't expect it to be this close. Again, Trinity on paper looks so much better. But Eclipse Gaming, they have a resolve, they have a will to win. But unfortunately, no matter what happens here, they are still going to be on the bottom 2. But I mean, it doesn't mean they can't get those 3 points, does it now? As they are still locking it down. Rain with the War Machine claims another double there to go and hold that hill down. And my God, Trinity on the back foot heavily. Eclipse Gaming dominating this one so far on Summit. And let's go see what the comps look like for the boys from Nigeria.
Go for that green. Go for that green. Go for me. Okay. We are all like that.
Retro. One. They want me to guys some now. There is so many players.
Harry, top gun jumping on.
Nice. You got it. It's good.
Just one more deep. Two deep. Trust me.
I'm going to snow.
Sweet point.
One more point. I spawned P1.
3 point. Just come. Contest that to the fucking end.
One more snow.
Bring that.
I'll go next.
If you spawn, go in. If you spawn, go in. If you spawn, go in. If you spawn, go in.
What does no? What does no?
Come, just come in like that. Come in like that. Trust me. I'm going to.
I mean, I think finally I've been able to actually get comms that excites me. Eclipse Game with them with the actual fire comms. They know what they're doing. They throwing call-outs all around the place. Even a couple of F-words, but who actually cares? It's 156 and 165 here. Trinity have the lead locked in still, but not P4 Loton. Who's going to get there first? Eclipse Gaming are going to be the ones to get there. AY, Spyro comes out, finds a double, make that 3. I get 4. I think he does. Yes, he freaking does. The goals. Now they've got the lead retaken. If you're Eclipse Gaming, you've got a lockdown. What's the point mark? Black coming through in yellow. The drone guy is out, and the boys in blue are dominating everything possible. Michael and Chinese now come through to go and retake that hill, but they are not going to get that spawn. War Machine, Chinese has to go big. Hopefully can go big for the SC here, but the boys in blue are not going to let that happen as they shut him down. 176 and 171. The game as close as it possibly can be. If your Trinity though, what exactly is the answer now? Again, Eclipse Gaming to get that break through the door. And when it comes to War Machine, vital kills found. Scrap time still locked in. We need to go back P1 now. If you're Trinity, you are want to get on the back foot towards the next still. It doesn't really matter though if you're going to get in there first. Look at that mini map. They're going to get there first. Rotations are going to be in their name and in their favor. Equalizer now for Uncle K. Finds one. Instinct falls. Michael takes out kick. Oh my god, the back and forth. Where Eclipse Gaming edging towards that 200 point mark. They are just a mile away. Can they not lock it down? But Trinity are going to have that hill to their name as they start to rack up points finally. 182. Boys simply come through again. Muji shots one down. Make that a double. Oh my god, look at that movement. Better than Jerry knocked out. 198. Eclipse Gaming finally in both 200. If you're Trinity now, although very time, you need to start worrying now because you can't be complacent anymore. You have to wake up. Eclipse Gaming, we're gonna use a little scrap. Back and forth still there. Michael comes through, claw in hand. What in Ghost Greener was that, chat? That machine, and now play number 5, 37 kill mark for the man Muji. Mind you, Retro on 40, Deal on 41. Those two players do the last work for their sides, and Muji's still looking for kills. Didn't find a double there, and now broke him. And broke that 200 point mark and Shitty, and now going to retake that lead, and it's going to be theirs. Eclipse Gaming, you can't come this far just to go and choke it. It can't be good for them. Claw, Extend goes in big now. Peter wants that counting in, and Trinity have that lead locked in. Eclipse Gaming, how far? Please. My trust still there. Retro, trying this. Operator skills are going to go it big. Score strict option there to work with. Just the one operator skill now left for the boys in blue. There's going to be Arin. When is he going to call that out? I don't have any ideas. But look at that mini map. Nobody is playing Hardpoint time. Eclipse Gaming finally get in there. Can they hold it down? Trinity comes through for a contest. Back and forth through. Nobody's falling. Now they do. As Trinity are starting to rack up numbers once again. But Eclipse Gaming put them out of that Hardpoint. And Extend comes in. He's not going to find the values. Muji comes as well. AY, the back and forth still there. Look at that mini map. I think they're trying to go in next already. I don't think that's a really good call. Do you want to contest every single second on this particular Hardpoint P2? It's going to be very important to do that. The Eclipse Gaming still have the lead locked in. Trinity still fighting. Tooth and neck. Nobody letting it go here. Uncle K, switchblade in hand, falls. Chinese finds him. Equalizer now playing number 3. There's going to be Michael, finds a double. And now they are going to get that scrap time locked in. But you need to go towards that next hill. Spawns are going to get flipped out. Trinity has a better spawn. Eclipse Gaming are going to get spawned out. Can this be what Trinity saw badly need? Mini map. Scary stuff. Eclipse Gaming here. Retro, Uncle K are in as they all find values now. Can they now break the Hardpoint on P3? A full 60 years going to get on the whole thing one. Michael, they still have the better spawn, but they need to get a Hardpoint time counted in their favor as the lead is so freaking close. War Mission finds the one value. A player comes through, no one finds a kill. Back and forth all the way through. Extend now as the Eclipse Gaming are going to break that hill. The lead is now, oh my god. 233. It's less than 20 now on the clock of them. The boys from Trinity, can they see through? If they find a kill, the choke Eclipse Gaming about to be actually happened. It's 242 and not a single player in blue in sight now. Oren, War Machine might be the last resort they possibly have. No values found. He's gonna fall down there. No, he doesn't. Eclipse Gaming might be about that spawn. No, they don't. But they have the Hardpoint time counted now. 11 more on that clock. Make that 10. It's counted down very freaking fast. Trinity esports 244, but they've been kicked out. They have been kicked out. They can't end things yet. No, they can't. They have to go next. Look at that mini map. Look at that mini map. Trinity esports are going to be first to get to the next hill. 248, 2 more points, and it's going to be theirs. And look at that claw. Eclipse Gaming. All hope might be lost. Not a single player nearby. Trinity, it's only one, and they freaking do it. Nigeria, how far? What? How? How on God's green earth? How? We surely thought, Eclipse Gaming, no Xavier, no problem, no Valerio, no problem, and somehow, no Crow, no problem, didn't matter, they got humbled. Trinity with the comeback nobody saw coming, as they claimed the whole thing. Hardpoint is theirs, and we live to find S&D now, with Eclipse Game is still struggling to win any more maps. How? Who do I even blame at this point? Do I blame Jerry for typing so fast in my ears? Who do I blame, Chad? I'm just wondering, do I blame Black? Do I blame Subi? Who do I blame? Eclipse Gaming once again are just gonna... I mean, the Nigeria, man, how far? I'm gonna also ask you guys, you Nigerians, how far, how market? What is the problem really? Is it that there's no EBA in the country again? Do we need to buy more EBA? How far? I know I'm in China, but like I still care about you guys, you know what I'm saying? Ching ching choing. But anyways, though, Eclipse Gaming are gonna lock things down here. I take that back. Trinity are going to lock things down here. Jerry, stop laughing in my ear, bro. And now, Eclipse Gaming, I mean, good start. Started things off well, kept things close. Literally was anybody's game, but that choke, nobody saw it coming. Unfortunately, broke my heart. I'm Chinese still, but still broke my heart anyways. And now we're going all the way to Search and Destroy. Look at the highlights, man. The game was so back and forth. It was so freaking close. It was literally anybody's game up until that final P4 where we finally put the Akara in the nylon. And I mean, the 50 kill mark there, 41 for instinct, 194 impact, 196 for retro. My God. Everybody except Dan performing. How strange could that possibly get? AY 40 kills, Aren 45, Retro 48, Uncle K 42, Dad, somehow the best player, you know, in ECL with a 0.97 KD has gone 29-48, the lowest kills in the entire lobby. How does that make sense? How does that add up? What has Jiki done against the gods? It's really, I know there's a lot to talk about that. ASG CODM on YT saying Carl is not in fact in China. This is why you guys not qualified for the APS. This is why. This is why. Because you guys are trolling me, bro. Nah. They know, guys. It's a personal beef between me and ASG at this point. But again, guys, now we're going into S&D. It's going to be on fighting range, and so far, so freaking good. The action has been amazing. And if you're a Eclipse gamer, you have to make sure to find a way now to win things off on the S&D and Forza Map 3. But I mean, if you're Trinity, though, comfortable lead for you here, can you not finish things off 2-0 once again and show the Nigerians why they're not on your level? Here we go again. Michael, 5v5. Looking for Valley to open things up. Dad able to get a very fast kill. Chinese fools. Oh, Crow finds 1 kill. You're all my fantasy, by the way, Crow. You didn't play Hardpoint. No, Allah, bro. Continue. S&D, though. Please give me the kills. Dad, putting the bomb down very fast. The clip's giving half numbers. Crow! Double kill found. Michael and Eugene now, the last men standing for their side. Have to make it work. Can they make it work? 0 kill mark for both of them. I mean, it's first round, Carl. Shut up. Michael and Muji, though, got snipers and Odins in hand. Crawl. Muji takes out RN. Vital kill. 2v4. The plant already didn't happen, though. Look at the time on the clock. 20 and counting down very fast now. The boys simply have to make the move, and they have to make it now. Muji finds 1 more kill. Dad falls. AY puts him down. Michael with a very bad spore. And Retro with those shots to put him down. And the Eclipse Gaming are going to get the very first round. I mean, this is exactly how they started Hardpoint. So if I was Nigerian, I would not be excited yet. Round 2, here we go. SG on the white chat saying, wow, that was shocking, man. Let's go, guys. It's round 2 now. It's gonna get through. Trophy system turn again. So it was so good. There's a lot of trajectories there, guys. Nades, trophy system, smokes. What the hell? Michael with the very first kill. AY falls. Michael clears a double. Okay, that was too fast. Even for myself. Eclipse Gaming again, least numbers now. Dad. The rating takes out Din. That did for the ready crew. Takes 1 more to equalize things. Yeah, 3v3. If you can do it, Michael, I can. Sniper battle again. Rin and Muji here. Who's gonna get the first kill? A single pixel is what either player needs. Crow, order in hand, looking for value. Nobody's falling down. It's retro, says Muji. Oh my freaking god! Muji claims a nasty double. Instant claims the final kill. And Trinity are gonna tie things up. How on God's green earth? What was even that? What even was that, chat? Nasty double for Dean there. Starting going to round 3. Things are back on par. Things are tied up. Yes, I'm sweating. You guys send me a fan. Thank you. Forget the beef we have. Now round 3, 1-1. Muji takes out Crew. Vital kill there. Michael sniper in hand, looking for value to be found. AY able to take out Chinese on that kill face. No wall bank for you today, Michael. Muji Alpha through Ion. Relax, bro. It's 4v4. Plant is not happening yet. Down at the bomb in hand though. Eventually has to put it down. Look at that mini map. All 4 players going towards jungle and after the boys in blue. I've got no idea why. If it works, I guess. But Eclipse Gaming with the bomb in hand, they are going towards the B bomb side here. They are going to play. Oh, actually, I take that back. Trinity were actually going towards A long, not jungle. I take that back. Trinity though, 4v4 still. Callout's going to get given that. Player spotted. Michael goes in against Rachel. Rachel puts him down. It's a nail in the coffin once again. Michael falls. 3v4. Muji takes out Aaron. Plant happening for Dad. The 1 kill mark for the man. Dean still on 0. Oh, that was Muji. Back then. Dean. Still an Odin in hand. Still on 0 kill mark. Literally exactly where Jade also is in this round so far. Dean might find his very first kill. Might make that a double. No, he doesn't. Jinx comes through. Now it's a 2v1. Eclipse Gaming, the final player 4. Instinct puts him in the coffin there. AY goes down. And a free defuse comes through. Instinct now gets in. And Trinity are going to get 2 back-to-back rounds. And he threw Eclipse Gaming. Whew. Yeah, started things off well. Got the first round. But now they've lost 2 rounds back-to-back. Here we go again. ASG said the other heater, right? I said, give me fun, the other heater. You see, this is the wickedness of men. But anyways, big shout out to our sponsors, the ASG guys. I might have a beef with them, but you can't deny the fact that they've done an amazing thing with the APS and the African Championship circuit. Big shout out to our World Sports Gaming. God bless you guys. As now we go to round 4. Dean takes out Retro though. So if so good, AY takes out Dean as well. The back and forth still there. China's also on the 0 kill mark. Jerry, is that you? And let's be sure. Dad, looking for a kill. The plant actually being planted again. The bomb being planted rather. There's a Mass 1 rifle looking for a single pixel there. 2 players in trailing off the boys of Eclipse Gaming. Trinity Esports have 3 more men. Now 1 player. I think they're gonna find player number 3 off guard there. I don't think they are though. Crow behind them. Crow for a flank. Crow able to get the first kill. Oh my god, Crow! This is why you're my fantasy. Shut up, girl. Michael puts Crow down. Michael now in a 1v2. Have to get that clutch. There's 2 players in trailer now. Directly opposite each other. As Michael goes in. Might find the kill. Yes, he does! Michael finds 1, but the Odin puts him down and things are back on par. 2-2. Round 5. Here we go, chat. Trinity Esports against Eclipse Gaming. The battle I didn't think we were going to get. I thought it was going to be a Trinity walkthrough. But Eclipse Gaming, sorry for have told me, yes, we are Nigerians. We have what it takes here to go up against the top 3 teams in the league. And they are doing exactly that. It's now round 5 loads in. Gain first kill, Chinese second kill. 2 players in yellow, 4. Now Trinity Esports start to make that walk through again. There's a player top 10s. Crawl on bottom. Who's looking for the single pixel to make work. Hasn't really found any value yet. Dean and trailers. 3 players in trailers now for the boys of Trinity Esports. Crawl. 5 kill mark. How many points does 5 kills get you in fantasy? I beg, answer me, bro, to be sure. Because you guys have been cheating me for the past couple of weeks. I'm supposed to be number 1 in that thing. But anyways, this is what it is. 5v4. 5v3, actually, I take that back. Trinity have numbers locked in still. Eclipse Gaming trying to make it work. Didn't get the last round out. Very slow now. But what team is just playing this very, very slow. Nobody's overextending. Crawl. 5 kill mark. Oh, big cell found! Confirms the kill. Clean work. Now again. 4v3. Trinity finally going to lose that one main, but they're so badly. I mean, didn't really need. They do have numbers still locked in. Now going to the jungle. Instinct forced to Crow. Fantasy points are counted, aren't they now? 3v3. Chinese on the 1 kill mark though. Ariel also in 1. Crow, 2 more kills maybe, boy. Keep them coming, bro. My kill on the 4 kill mark. I probably don't even have the money in my team. I'm just lying to you guys, anyways. 3v3 here, though. Bomb has not gone down. Down this plans that thing very fast, but a bit slow approach this time. It's gonna be Michael on a sniper looking for a single pixel. I don't think Dad has any idea there. Crew's still active as well. Michael doesn't see Dad's back. Does see it now. Dad falls. I rinses Chinese there. Nobody goes down. Michael sniper still active. Arvin has to back it down. Gets behind cover. Chinese for the chase. Michael takes a rin 4. Oh my god, look at the back and forth there. 2v1. Crow, last one standing. If anybody kind has got to be you, do this for my team. Do it, Crow. 7 kill mark. I've been hanged here, chat. I'm hanged. He did 4. Of course. Free the fuse. And Eclipse Gaming are going to lose another round. And Trinity, you're going to get that lead retaking once again. And if you're Eclipse Gaming, well, you've lost Hardpoint. You need to make sure you're not losing S&D, chat. Let's go. Jafta says L card on Whitey, guys. What did I even do, man? I'm just going through a lot. 32. Round 6 loads in. We're looking for nades to get thrown. Michael sniper in hand, 6 kill mark. Can we make it work? If you're Eclipse Gaming, hopefully you can do something for their side now. A lot of Nigerians on the chat are looking after. The 10,000 people on the chat are all Nigerians, and they are clapping for you guys, man. If you don't believe me, check the Whitey chat. If it's not on Whitey, check Twitch. If it's not on Twitch, I don't know where you are watching. Michael claims a double kill there, though. AY falls. Now 5v3. UG finds Crawl as well. Numbers are not looking good for Eclipse Gaming here. Arena about to go and maybe change that, but I think I just said I saw Dad, the last man standing with those nightmare words. You're the last man. Complete the mission in a 1v5 against a team like Trinity Esports. I don't think it's likely here. But if anybody can get that clutch, has the best player, Eclipse Gaming. Oh, shut up, Cal. 4-2. That's now we go to round 7. Round 7 loads in. I don't know. This is things are just not looking good for Eclipse Gaming, are they now? They've lost Hardpoint. Looked like it was going to be theirs. Well, ultimately, no. Trinity said, shut up, we want it more. And they got that reverse comeback. And now S&D, sorry for Eclipse, mind you, got the very first round. But right now, they are not in the lead, are they? Trinity, Crow, sniper in hand. 8 kill mark, highest in the lobby. Thank you, bro. Alongside Michael. That's why I love him. Now how would they call him good for NG, bro? I'm Chinese, by the way, guys. I'm Chinese. Oh, Michael clean. Takes out Dad. Would be a vital kill on a very normal day, but Dad hasn't really shown up today, has he now? 5v4 though. Eclipse Gaming have no numbers locked in. Retro just waiting it out here. Might have some Eba while at it though. Very patient. Hoping for somebody to come through that door. That was the replay, by the way. Nice POV switch there, Jerry. Thank you, brother. 5v4. Retro still waiting. Muji 7 kill mark. Chinese takes out Retro there. All that waiting just to get put down. Arvin 2 kill mark. 5v3. Eclipse Gaming don't have numbers to work with. Can they find any value whatsoever? Instinct with the bomb plant now. Trinity. Before fight to come 3. Wait, I just saw something on the chat, but I'm going to call that when this round finishes. Changes, well done, though. 5v3, though. Eclipse Gaming, Cool, AY, and Aaron. Looking for numbers to work. If you're Eclipse Gaming, you don't have numbers locked in, so not really the good sport to be in. Trinity, sorry for having dominated, haven't they? Michael did find a kill there. Gems are just back and forth. And we takes out Dean. Crow takes out Michael. 10 kill mark for the man. Actually 9. He can fast forward things now. Rain still there. Instinct takes out Crow. China steals the final blow on 5 and 2. And Trinity are going to lock another round. And now Chenji says, Carl said, I have a beef with ASG. And Chenji goes ahead to say, even if Crow will perform, he will still go negative in fantasy. You're not going to try it, bro. Well, like, you will not try it, bro. Chenji, if I catch you, just drop your address meanwhile. But again, 5 and 2 here. Sorry for Trinity on locking things down. A clear game, and he had to find any footing whatsoever. Next thing goes to A-Long. There's a player waiting for them there. And AY able to get the 1 kill. How did Instinct not check that corner, for God's sake? How? Crow though, sniper in hand. The plant coming through, trying to get the wall bang on the bomb, but it's not really going to work. Takes out the trophy though. 4v4. Numbers are very much tied up. Anybody's round still here. Retro. Crow. These players holding a whole nation's pride. Can they make it work? Chinese takes out Dad. Dad, what is wrong this evening, brother? So they break up with you again. Crow now in a 1v4. Crow Can he clutch it? If anybody can, it's got to be him. Michael's on top 10. I think we saw him there. A single big zone. 1v3 now. 1v3. Can he make it happen? Can he make it work? Dean, Holland's going to get given. China's behind that bomb. I don't think he knows. I have no idea. As Crow goes in, 10 kill mark, and 6-2, chat. 6-2. Nigerians, how far? And Chinese would say Toinka. I won't go that big. Look at that replay again. If you're a close gamer, you just have to make something work. Look at that nasty Chinese skill to deal the last blow. And Michael thinks out. Crow, Michael, relax. 6-2, 5v4. Trinity have numbers locked in. Retro now sees a 4-4, full force swap. Gone through. Oh my God, Retro! Freaking Neon! Because of the artist makes it work. Puts 3 players down in 1 foul swoop. Numbers are going to get traded now. It claims they will have numbers. Maybe a comeback is still possible. Carl, don't jinx it. I beg you. Don't be like Kijo, bro. Michael and Muji here. Against Retro, AY, and Arwen. Vital kills. Here we go. AY takes out Michael. Muji left to clutch 1v3 now. Can he do it? Can he win things off here? Or are they going to be forced to a 9th round? A 10th round, rather. This is round 9, isn't it now? Carl, do March, bro. Jesus Christ. Muji on the 7-kill mark. She's prone somewhere. She's looking for anybody to make that move. Eventually has to put the bomb down though. Time on the clock, 53, and counting down very fast. Bomb has to go down soon. There's that Orin! Orin! Confounds a 1 pixel blow and 6-3 Eclipse Gaming now are going to get 1 extra lifeline, but can that mean anything ultimately in the grand scheme of things? Now we go to around 10. Replays again. Look at Retro guy. Retro is just a game, bro. Nasty 3-piece there. And that was definitely what won them that round. Now we go to round 10. Crow takes out Michael. First not drawn. Vital kill. The highest kill count in the whole lobby falls. Dad on the 2-kill mark. He's really struggling to climb. Okay, Dad. We might have to talk about after this one. What did you do? 4v5 though. Cliff's giving half numbers locked in. Retro. Looking for that 1v3 again. Nobody's on back. You can see how safe they are playing this time out. They're like, oh, that man might be there. I'm scared. Who's going to go first? Dad takes out Chinese. Finally gets a 3rd kill after 74 years and waiting. Arwen, 4-kill mark. 3v5. The Cliffs Gaming have numbers locked in. That's why we start with something good. Retro. Dean is pro. Dean comes in. Retro. How does Retro lose that gunfight? Dean puts him down. And now Crow, sniper in hand. Single pixel found, doesn't get that kill, backs it down, he markers on him, and he might still, how on God's green earth, Crow falls, and now it's a 3v3, numbers are back on par, the bomb gets put down, Eclipse Gaming Alpha, 40 on the clock, time counting out really fast, AY, Orin, Dad, Dead Instinct and Muji as well for their sides. I mean, closing in, so got a marksman to work with there. Make that move to the bottom side slowly. Instinct in a very good spot there. Might be able to pick 1 or 2 players now. Muji prone. I think he got spotted out there. That doesn't find any value. The ball backing down. Instinct takes out 1 with a single pixel. So 2v3. Bomb time running out really fast. 9 on the clock. A ring. They have to defuse the bomb. It's now or never. The boys in blue are playing time. Oh my God, Arwen! But it means nothing. The defuse cannot come through, and Trinity esports are going to make it theirs. If you're at Cliffs Gaming, 2-0, it's the day and it's the score on the day. I don't forget how to forgive these guys. 7-3, 250, 248, and the Nigerians are not going to make you guys proud. Me, I'm chatting this. I'm going to stay neutral here. Standoff control. We're not going to see that. As Trinity once again are going to show their hand and show why they are currently top 3 in the league and why they are going to the playoffs as a top 3 team in the African Pro Series League phase. Wow. I don't even know what to actually go and say about this, but not a good day in the market for Eclipse Gaming. Not a good day at all for them. They are, well, the good news is that, again, the relegation rule, I want to say that out for you guys once more if you weren't here earlier on the stream. The new relegation rule states that the last 2 teams don't actually get relegated. They are going to be facing off against the 2 top teams from the challengers, and whoever wins that qualifies gets to stay or qualify for the league itself. Personally, I don't like that new rule. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in chat. because yeah, I'm the only solo caster, so I have enough time to talk with you guys in chat. So let me know what you think, because I personally I put a heat on the mods that made that rule, and I'm gonna find them before the year ends. But anyways, guys, look at the league standings. It's Eclipse Gaming and Nonagon. No matter what happens, even if Nonagon win their fixture today, 3-0 against Mashhada, they're still going to stay in that last spot. Well, actually, no, they can't go number 7, but they're still going to be in that relegation zone. Again, PDX so far, flawless. Cyclone, Trinity, top 3. Crazy game, sorry for chat. We've had 3 games. It's one final game for the evening and one final game for the African Pro Series league phase. It's Mashhada and Hot Nonagon up next. Again, big shout out to our sponsors at Wild Sports Gaming. Big shout out to all of you who actually stick to all these streams and listen to, just boring casters like Carl and just boring players as well, because this guy's annoying me, bro. Anyways, wonderful games. We're going to see you guys in the very last game. Don't go anywhere. Go get your water, your popcorn, your coke, whatever you're into, and we'll see you guys for the very last game of the league phase. Mashhada and Hot Nonagon. BRB. Right, guys, welcome back. It's the final game of the league phase, and I'm very sure a lot of you are excited to find out how the league is going to be ending. But don't forget, this is not the last day of the African Pro Series, mind you. There's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, not this week, next week, for our playoffs, and that's where we're going to crown an actual number one team. So somehow it might shock you guys that PDX might actually not be the winner of the APS somehow during the playoffs. We're going to find out who actually is going to wear that crown. Is it going to be PDX, Cyclone, Trinity, NATO, Mashada, or even Sierra 7? It's going to be either of those 5 teams. Only 6 teams rather. Only 6 teams are going to be playing the playoffs. The other 2 are going to go and play the relegation battle. I did see it coming from another king saying he doesn't like the new rule. Me and you too, bro. I don't like the new rule as well, but it is a new rule, and we are going to have to leave it that. And well, the teams that are currently playing the challenges, best of luck to you guys, beating the Eclipse and Nonagon, and hopefully you guys do so we can see new faces in the league next season. But again, Cyclone Gaming, well, you guys know how that happened against Mashada. That was the one game Mashada looked like they were going to win, but we saw the reverse come through, and they TQ on the Hardpoint, which ultimately made gave Cyclone the whole 3-0. And they've not really had the best season, but they've actually won 3 series against Eclipse Gaming, against NATO, and against Sierra 7. And now they're going to be facing Hunt Nonagon today, another Nigerian team. They've actually won 2 Nigerian teams, Joe. They've won the 2 Nigerian teams that have gone up against Sierra 7 2-0, Eclipse Gaming 2-0, and now they're facing Nonagon. So I think I don't want to be like straight up wicked and harsh, but to be fair, the records speak for themselves for much of that. But again, going to Hot Nonagon, who so far in this league have pulled out an AO from 2023, bro. I mean 24, sorry. If you guys were following the comps as at 2024, then you would know what AO did back then. Was it not last year? What am I saying, Jay? 2025. It was last year, the ACL. Well, yeah, it was last year. So AO pulled that off last year, January. And Nonagon seems to be pulling that exact same thing off now in the APS this year, February/March, as they've not won a single series either by DQ, at least full of NATO, guys. Come on. They haven't won a series by DQ or by actual merit here. Not really the best season for them, but that said, this is a learning phase for Nonagon, and I'm very sure they are going to come back stronger. One of my arguably favorite teams in NG. I've always been a big fan of Nonagon, and I really want to see what they can offer in season 2 if they do qualify again for the APS itself. But I mean, if you're much rather though, right now, just track record against Nigerian teams in the league looks flawless. Can you now bring that energy once again against Nonagon, or are we finally going to see an NG team go and shut down the boys of Match Harder? Again, the Match Harder, they currently have the best player, Squid, with a 1.16 KD. I mean, above the 1 KD mark for sure. And for Nonagon, their best player, surprisingly for the qualifiers, was actually 4G. But now for the actual main event of the league, it's been Devilman all through with a 0.95 KD. A standout player to go and watch out for. As now we go and look at their rosters. Devilman, Yuki, 4G, Ino Pro. I think I could call that I know Pro, but anyways, it's Ino Pro, Geras, Femi, and Great Joy. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not really sure if it's pronounced Ino Pro or No Pro, but we are going to stick to Ino Pro for sure. As now we go to a beautiful map B roll, the calm before the chaos. RC and the Hardpoint. Who's going to claim this one? If you're Nonagon, you have to at least get a series win. But there is a lobby reset from production. Thank you, production confirms the lobby reset. And again, I want to see you guys in the Whitey chat, and you guys tell me what you think the game is going to end like. You guys also please leave a like on the stream, guys. Just leave a thumbs up on the stream. Again, big shout out to our sponsors, Award Sports Gaming. They've unarguably gave us an amazing series of event here. The Challenger series as well. We've seen that happening. I think it's currently happening today as well. I mean, yeah, it's currently happening today and also tomorrow. It's been amazing as well. This guys, big shout out to Award Sports Gaming. Big shout out to all the behind the scenes staff, the mods, the developers and the websites. Big shout out to changes. Big shout out to production team in real time. Big shout out to all the casters who have so far worked on this league phase before the playoffs. And big shout out to all of you, the amazing viewers. I mean, all of you guys who actually take your time to come and watch these streams and support your favorite teams. Big shout out to all of you. Thank you so much. And I would be a bad person if I don't actually go to give a big shout out to our watch party host, Die Hard, Tony, a lot of them who have come and gone, and Maka as well, Mummy Witch. I don't know who else has been watch partying, I'm not really sure. but particularly diehard. He's been the one guy that hasn't missed a single game. I mean, do you know what it means to not miss a single game? He's casted every game at this point, you know. So big shout out to you, diehard. Thank you for the watch parties. As now we finally kickstart things off. We're gonna go on and much harder. Enough talking. Let's do more talking. We go to Hardpoint Hassi and the P1. Let's start able to open things up with our first blood. And everybody's playing Hardpoint time for Bright Titan. Now they're gonna get a contest to come through. Much harder on the 1 point mark. And none of them also equalize that. Now we're going to get that temporary. But can they hold it down on P1? Hopefully they can, because Nigeria needs this win so badly. 7-2 though. You know, pro finding money still. You're much harder. You've been able to just hold things down against NG teams the past couple of matches as you met them. Now you're facing the one you actually get last. Can you now show your strength once again on not going to have? Do we have any surprises for us? Because I'm a big fan of surprises. Hopefully I do see one today. Can they now, actually pull that off? 12-6 so far on that P1. It's not gone holding that down. Now comes to finds the kill, make that a double to go to clear out that hell for a scrap time hold. But now you need to go towards that next little P2 on garage. And now beautiful number to be there. And now they're going to look like they are going to get there first. 2 players, make that 3 inside the hill for the next hill. And they might just be there to lock it down first. Lamborghini about to get exploded, Chad. Come on, guys. Why you guys exploding Lamborghinis, bro? Let's do it to me, bro. Yes, you do something about this, for God's sake. 2015, yeah, Jared was born. Now the current scoreline. Back and forth trade happening. 15 seconds and counting down very fast. Much harder are going to get in there as they get a very easy break somehow. Managon got there first, but it doesn't really matter because they are going to get sent out. And now look at that retake come through from Rocks. That's Managon going to get back into the Hardpoint. Marsh going to get kicked out. Pro holding to that car, finds a kill. The car explodes. Didn't kill him. Somehow he must be immune to this explosion. Wow. 33 and 26 there. Much harder though. In the backfield again. I mean, we saw the exact same thing on game 3 where Eclipse Gaming and Trinity, we saw the back and forth. Eclipse Gaming had the lead. It looked like NG finally woke up and then boom, somehow lost that game. And Nonagon are kind of, following the same pattern. They started things off really well. They've got the lead locked in now. Over double the lead, mind you. Can they now just hopefully keep things as they're currently going? Hopefully go and get the Hardpoint 1 and create a major upset against Match on the Hair. The answer we're going to find out soon. Now we go towards the PT. Who's going to get that first? The answer looks like it's going to be brought in Tilburg. Now they're going to have the better spawn. Once again, they are playing this map flawlessly. Can they continue as they started? I just hope so. 6-3-26. Water. That's what I need to get. Pool machine. Pro goes in. Not a single button fun for that one. Storm with the trauma system, putting him down first. Now comes Q, takes out Yuki. Now straight from up top with the Sparrow in hand. Looking for Valley's ball. Jerry level gameplay there. Not a single kill with that Sparrow as well. And now War Machine goes in. The next fight, one. The back and forth still there. Another one hard dominating. I want to go and see what they sound like in their comms. The Nigerian brothers. What are they currently saying, chat?
One person top. One person we need. Yeah, we need. Suppose not they do this things. Go.
There's one bottom picture.
I did. Hey, I might go small wheels now. Check one. See the P1. I did P2. I did when you me. I go around top. Already. Hold on, my knee don't touch me. Go there. Help me.
Open there.
Guys, now. You know they even the day point at all. Check water. Yeah, check it.
What are there?
Open. That machine. This person.
One important.
Our trophy no they do anything, no. Not plenty for that water. I don't kill one water.
2 points.
I got kill one. Just one more guy in point. Keep contesting.
Push up now.
Contest.
3 point.
The gun. They flash me gun. After talk close. Guy, bottom kitchen. Nice.
Open gun. I mean, I I don't want to sound biased, but I love Nonagon. My God, one of those comms, they were so active. I don't think we went for 0.5 seconds without actually getting call out or you decrease. I don't think everything decreased. I'm just lying now, but that was so clean. Those were clean comms. Big shout to Agent 9 there. And so far they have the lead still locked in. If you're MSH, well, this is not the scoreboard we thought we were actually going to see, depending on those stats we just saw before the stream started. And now Nonagon are just dominating this one. P1 so far is going to be theirs, and Brit Joy on the 16th kill mark. Devilman, the best player for the team, the league phase so far on the 20 kill mark, highest in the whole lobby, alongside Storm from Kenya, as these two players are going head to head here. And Nonagon are clearly just showing why they deserve to, you know, get a chance. And once again, we need to go next though. P2 with patience. Look at that mini map. We're going to get there first. 3 players are very inside the hill, and they are going to be spawning our driveway. Actually, I take that back. They are going to get spawned out towards behind rocks, and they might get, that might not be the best spawn to hold now. If you're much harder though, you need to make sure you make this count. Now they're going to get that bring the so back they need, and they might start cutting the hard point time first. And yes, they do, but Nonagon are going to get in there like they never freaking left. Yuki comes through, Liquid Force, now takes out Devilman, Death Machine, War Machine are going to get caught out by the boys in blue. Can they now hold it down? It's 126 and 92. It's great fun to triple to break out that hill and clean out for their side. Be next now, War Machine on list again, looking for those values. The boys in blue are now going to get shot out, and Nonagon on the 100-point mark and 26 more. Marshall are now able to get above 100 as well, and these two teams are fighting it out. Nobody's letting it slip there, as much harder, looking like they might be able to go and tie things up. And if you're Nonagon, this is where things start to get scary. We have seen this clip before. You don't want to let it happen again, God. 126 and 121. This is literally scary. It's 126 to 124 though. If you're much harder, you're starting to get there, started up. Not gonna get that scrap locked in again, but we need to go next still. As we now make our way towards that P3, we're gonna get there first. Not gonna have 2 players sent. Only the 1 player from much harder, player number 3, make that 2 now. Player number 5 spawns in, so hopefully they can hold that down. But again, the score gap is still there. Not gonna have the lead. But let's go and look at the comms for the team of much harder and see what they're currently saying.
One more. Nice, take the time. One heal, dude. 2 houses. I'm flanking.
They might spawn deep.
One shit, I'm coming. Taking it.
Yeah, deep. They're spawning deep. Storm, Whistles, knock on you. I'll bring next. Yeah, no, just watch your kitchen. Okay, never mind. Stay with me.
One more. One more.
Storm, stay open. Okay. One more open.
One shot here.
Two boat.
Two open. I spawn boat, bro. We can open the gate. 3 you. 3 or in you. 3 in you.
Never mind, bro.
Yeah, I'm open. Let's go. Come on.
Should only be 1 still in you.
P2.
CODM grenade. What? Come on, Nick.
In a hill, 2 in a hill.
I mean, again, much harder there. Quite the chaotic listening, you know. Again, this bro team, they know their comms really well. They know their call-outs really well. But if you're Nonagon though, it looks like you seem to know the map even better. Because 198 and about to cross that 200-point mark barrier. As much as they're not going to let that happen on that P4, they are going to break through rocks now. The campaign hold it down, doesn't really matter. We need to go back to P1 here. If you're Nonagon, you have 51 more points to make history as the first Nigerian team to claim a map off of MSH in the APS. Share7 could not do it. And Claims Gaming could not do it. Cat Nonagon do it now. The answer might be yes now. P1 loaded. Marshall are going to get in there first. Hardpoint loaded again. P1 has to go and count, and the boys are going to get it locked down. 1 player in blue comes through for a context. 40 takes our knock. The back and forth still there. The Death Machine number player number 4. Great Joy watching that top. Find the first kill. Watch these 2 stars. Might get a double, and yes, he freaking does. But can they close things off in their favor now? They are close. They are very close. 40 more points. Much harder here. You know, when it comes to next out of Phoenix, the back and forwards, both sides, doing everything they possibly can. Total it down, but you should none of God. You are closer to that finish line than you've ever been ever. Yuki, contest there for last crap time of 17 seconds. When you did start going next, look at that many map who's going to get that fast. None of God sends two players there. Much harder send to one player, player number one. Can he do anything for them? You know the answer. He's going to fall down on that many map. And 219, 167, not a God though. They're going to get to that next hill first. I think I jinxed it because now the spawn's going to get flipped out. Driveway now owned by Much Harder. None of God own Rugs, but can they now find a way to break into that P2? Because now Much Harder are getting a perfect setup. And the kill for is looking in their favor as well. 40-5-1 for the trade puts him down. And now the claw for knock. This might be where things start to get very bad. If you're not a gun, you can't choke this. You can't let it happen. It can't freaking happen. No way. It's 220, 185. Claw still there. Watch his Riverside. Finds the kill. Make that full farm with one single claw. And he's still looking for more. And look at that scoreboard. Start to tighten up and get very much close. It's about to break that 200-point mark now for the Much Harder. And Ghanaian team with SA players. The War Machine gets unleashed, but Devilman claims a 3 to clear the hell. But ultimately means nothing because the trade finds them as well. And Much Harder still hold it down. A full 60 there, looks like it. They might be getting a full 60 now. I think they do get it. V-Nex finding kills, and Monogon can't even break the Hardpoint. And now we need to go next. What are the comps like? It's going to be, yeah, who's going to get that next till first? That might be where we see the choke or the resurrection for Monogon as PP loads in. Liquid's 39 kill mark, 44 for Squid, 45 for Storm, Carl on 92. I stuck myself in chat, but 223 to 24, not much harder now. I'm going to get that lead here. Not a god, one God's green earth is happening. Please don't let that choke actually happen. V-Nex 41, 5 more kills, and now Much Harder about to close things off here. He might be there now. Not a god, they had the lead, they had the victory. He was inside, and now they're about to choke him. 10-point gap loaded in, and now the War Machine for Illinois Pro is not going to find any value. And now Liquid goes to equalizer. Predator on V-Nex, what is happening? What is the God's green earth? Look at that, never mind, falls. No, he gets the kill first. 239, Much Harder. Not going to get that, but it's so badly lead. Can they now hold it down? Much Harder not too far apart. They can still make their way back in. But Nonagon now are going to have it locked in. V-Nex comes 3 finds the kill. Storm, Nog, as they now clear out that hell. Not for too long. Nonagon make their way right back in and they don't settle. And look at the score. Look at the time. We need to go to P4. What? What am I even watching? 240 to 33. Who's going to get P4 first? The answer is Much Harder. The one player holding that spawn for them. But they need a lot more players to come through the Hardpoint. And now they do. The War Machine, the Death Machine comes through. And Storm, this might be the play of the freaking season for them. No, God, oh my God, Boxstar. Look at that score. 247. Jesus freaking Christ. 2 empty teams choke in a single night. But that didn't matter. Oh, God, no, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to say that. What? What? Are you freaking joking?
Stand down.
Hey! No. It's a lie, bro. Now it's a lie. Like, not lie. Not lie. What? Jade, whatever you are doing, stop doing it. This is you. No, they put you out for bad thing. Wait till be this. Because why is he always why? How? Why? Wait till. At this point, I see, yeah, at this point, guys, I don't even care about stats. I don't even care. How? They had the lead for majority of the game. The course looked like it was theirs. The map was theirs. God. Alpha, guys. Please, if you have, at this point they cannot even put their courage in that on. That you don't hear, bro. Wait, what? Okay, now let's get back to being a professional caster, guys. Let's let the banter go. But again, Much Harder though. Clean win, clean victory there. They showed the Nigerians why, once again, no Nigerian team can get a map of them, especially not Nonagon, as they are going to send those boys packing. Hardpoint is not going to be lost. and Marshall, the Ghanaian-owned team of South African players are going to be victorious on the day. And Junior Miley on the white chat, now you can actually breathe. As now we make our way into search and destroy. And if you're not going, Omo, all we can see is more, man. Ha! Bruh. There's so much to ask. So many questions to actually ask that. What happened? What really happened? I can see so many people on the white chat obviously disgusted. They are angry. I am angry. I'm not even Nigerian. I'm Chinese, but like I'm upset. How? It made no sense. Look at the highlights. 220, 183. It was literally just not going all the way through with that lead. And at some point, we were sure it was going to be the first time an NG team beat Marshall on the map here. And then 223, 216. This is where the choke started. This is where the choke started. This is exactly. Guys, we're just going to go to S&D next, man. The S&D is about to get started. And I'm hoping you guys, are not as disappointed as I am. A lot of matches, this is me literally being biased for the NG teams at this point. Now, you can clearly see that I'm an NG fan, even though I don't like NG teams somehow. Because I'm angry they lost. I'm not supposed to be doing that on stream, am I now? But anyways, guys, we're going to the next game mode, Search and Destroy. And if you're much harder, you've won the very first one, you might as well close it off on a very good note and get that 2-0 win, like you've always done against NG teams. And Co-Star Search and Destroy is where we're making our way on to next. And I want to go and ask you guys who you think is going to get the win. There's a poll on Whitey saying who wins S&D on Co-Star, Hot Undergone or much harder. Look, I go vote here, they come. I have voted. You guys know where I voted. Like, we all know where we're all voting, guys. Like, I'm very sure we all know who we're voting at this point. That's it. For S&D Loton, guys, 5v5 finally. And if you hold on the gun, well, God so help me, chat. 5v5. Close game on the hardpoint, though. It wasn't a blow off whatsoever. But the choke. S&D kickstarts, 5v5. Both sides. Being very respectful here. Nobody is overextending or getting too hasty to get kills. Literally how the Rainbow Six games are. Everybody hides behind things, bro. I can't even kill anybody else. I played 5 games back to back with 0 kills. Jerry level numbers there. Now, players are going to push through. Devilman falls overextend. Oh, he doesn't die! How did Devilman not die? Numbers get flipped out though. Marshall's not going to lose it there. 3v4. See those stairs? They go 14. Watch your back. Watch your freaking back. 44. In no pro line down. Yuki. Mike Tyson. Why are you Mike Tyson? And just use your gun, brother. He's going to fall there. And now Phoenix left to clutch a hard 1v1. Oh my God, he does it. The body shots. Let's freaking go. Violence. Violent freaking lens. As Phoenix clutches a 1v2 sniper kill. And what now? Marshall claimed the very first round. What? What?
The enemy has the bomb.
At this point, I'm tired of being surprised, man. Nothing should be shocking me anymore now. Not today. Oh, 1-0, chat. Let's go. Round 2 starts. Nonagon. Hunt Nonagon. I think they might need to change the name back to Nonagon. I'm going to have to take that back. 1-0. Sniper's no value found. Great joy. Squid. Devilman takes out a knock, and Squid goes in for a trade there. Takes out 40. It was again still on par. Actually, 4v4. Numbers of par. You can take out Storm. Vital kill there. Nonagon. Hopefully, can make something work. Liquids. Phoenix takes out Devilman. Sniper kill. Very vital there. Numbers are back on par. 3v3. Bombers. No. Oh, it hasn't put down. I take that back. Hunt Nonagon have put that bomb down. If you're Marshall now, you have to get a defuse somehow. Just waiting now, the SX9 in hand. Trophy stuff's gonna get dropped. No need to come 3 surely. Time on the clock, 24. The boys in blue come together, but they are gonna also die together here. Screen falls fast. 2v3. 2 more players. Liquid sticks out in no pro. VMAX falls to Yuki, and Liquid's the last man standing. Greyjoy beams him, and Tim's are back on par. 1-1. Route 3 loads him. Back and forth. When I got asked the question, what happened to Mandem? So the guy Decker, he was a beast and then just get dropped randomly. A lot of transfer don't really make sense to me. Any as well, one of the standout players from Nonagon in the past, not in the roster anymore. A lot of questions have to be asked now to that team. What changes actually got made and why were they made? Much harder now so far though. Tims are tied up, and Pro get the 31st kill, Phoenix falls, and now Liquid might get a party. How did he not get a single man spotted? Now he does. Every man falls, he might get a lot more, but Yuki says not today, brother. VV4. VV4. 4G sniper in hand, Storm puts him down, shotgun, the KRM, and comps, I haven't said that in a while. Did get a lot of nerfs, more appears to still be good enough to be used by pro players, not just Cal. Pro takes out knock, Storm through that stairs. Yuki now with the bomb planted for their side. Squid and Storm. If anybody can get that clutch, it's those two boys. Squid, sorry for the best player in their team. Storm, the best sniper in their team. And the best S&D player for much harder. A Storm sniper! Picks out Yuki. Pro is close. Storm there. Jumping on the stairs, looking for a single pixel. 2v2. Time on the bomb, 23 on that clock. Pro hit marker finds him rather. He doesn't fall. Storm goes in. Storm finds the kill. And Squid is the final blow. Much harder. The body shoots it. Violence. Violence. 3-1. As a free defuse. Wait. Oh, he got the defuse. I almost thought the time run out there. He was going to be cooked, guys. Imagine body shooting and then not getting the defuse there. But again, that was critical for one. Did he get any kill there? I doubt it. But look at Storm on that stairs. He was an absolute menace there. Now 2-1. Round 4. Much harder. Are going to get that lead locked in. So far, 4G. That's the first kill. Squid falls. Vital picking there. Vital player put down. You don't have to worry about that man anymore. Mind you, knock on the 0 kill mark. Very level numbers again. 4G. 2 kill mark. Storm takes out 1. Devilman falls. Now takes out 1 more. Oh my god. Not gonna look like they had numbers there, but now they don't anymore. Vanished like smoke. And now 4v3. Plot has not happened yet. Yuki with the bomb in hand. Making that move eventually towards the B bomb. I don't think there's. Oh, they are going towards A here. I think they're a bit conflicted. They haven't really decided. They that mid-map still. And now VNX able to get that nasty pixel kill. Yuki might get food, finds a kill, confirms it, backs it down at the very wrong time. And he's going to get put down there with the back shots. 4G now the last one standing with a 1v3. Captain, oh my Captain 4G. Can he make it work for them? There's players behind you. I don't think he has any idea. He's going to circle back now. Sniper finds 1. Whew. That was clean. 1v2 now. Has to make it work. Much harder half numbers still. The bomb has not been planted. Time on the clock, 36 and counting down very fast. If you're much harder, you need to play out that time. You don't even have to get the kill anymore, do you now? But the bomb is in a very bad spot. I don't think they know where the bomb is at. Oh, Liquids! Liquids doesn't get the kill. 14 was escape barely there. Sniper, collateral would have been perfect, but Liquids puts him down. And 3-1, much harder. I'm going to extend that lead by 2. And if you're hunting on the gun, this is where you have to actually start hunting or you might be cooked. 3-1, look at those replays. Liquids just, bro, the reloading the kill, that was nasty work. Round 5. The Prince says what team is Black Matter supporting? I think he's supporting Chelsea, maybe? I'm not really sure exactly. Well, Great Joy takes out Nog, Phoenix takes out 40 there. Back and forth and shoot very fast, and everybody's also. Oh, Phoenix on that kill! Make it 3 for the man with 1 fall swoop! 2v2, Storm shotgun! And Pro is finally able to Mike Tyson, finally, man. Really works, I guess. Storm falls. 1v1. Both players above the 5 kill mark. 6 for Pro. Phoenix on the 8th kill mark. Got a marksman rifle. Phoenix somewhere not too far. Actually, very far, but. Again, now it's coming close. Oh, I take that back. He's on the staircase. Pro on the 6th kill mark with a Max 1 rifle. Eventually, you have to put that bomb down, though. That's the most important thing. You have to put that bomb down. This is the second to last attacking round for Nonagon here. And VNX and Pro. Look at the eyeballs! Max 1! Oh! Dirty work. Single kill. 3 and 2 is what we currently are. Now we go to round 6. The final round now for Nonagon on the attack here. For now, at least, might be able to drag things out even further. I feel much harder though. You still got that lead, but it's not really safe. It's way too close for comfort, isn't it? But Tim's given everything they have. Much harder already won the Hardpoint. Now they need to win S&D as well, hopefully, to close things off 2-0 and keep their perfect record against SNG Tims. VLEX, if you can wallbang that sport, I might have to come to your house and ask you how. You know, probably that 7 kill mark. Got a max from rifle, Yuki holding corners, yeah, with a switchblade. Had to get a major buff in the recent season, I think. I'm not really sure about that. I sent that a lot in comms lately, and also in the ranked MP. Also, especially in shipping, by the way. 3-2. VLEX and the 8 kill mark. Speed of 3. You know, probably 7. Yuki finds a kill, storm 4s. Vital. 4v5 now. Nobody's gonna get locked in for them. Yuki yet to put his bomb down. He's gonna bomb picked up. Sees knock and now puts him down. Numbers back tied up. 4v4. 4G. It's gonna get thrown. Squid takes out a no pro. Vital kill. And now, oh my god, numbers are gonna get very in a very dash place now for the boys in yellow. As 4G able to claim back kills with the pistol. Nasty work. 3v2. Devilman falls. 4G now. The captain left the clutch. 1v3 behind Fountain.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round. Defend the objective. Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Defend the objectives. Frag out. Bomb acquired. Bomb has been planted.
Okay, just wait for them.
No one watching us back, yeah? No one watching us back.
Wait, I got an idea. Can I wait like this? One tap. One dead.
One more. Bottom.
A long.
Come off the other side, he's gonna come off the other side.
Oh, don't stress. I'm just wondering this. You can't
Oh, this.
Wow.
That's crazy, bro. What the hell?
Go 200 round mag, you check. I genuinely don't understand how my bullets are missing, bro.
Full send B. Let's enter that B, all of us.
Okay. I'm smoking quickly nade, right? So I can smoke this trophy, smoke so I can smoke. Wait before my trophy to land.
I'm pushing.
Okay, go now.
It's backside. He's inside. Push him together, nice.
Alright. In the spawn.
One more now. Flank. Front.
I got me.
Oh my God.
One more. Unlucky.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up.
And my casting there for a bit. Win MTN, guys. This is why you use MTN. Oh, I'm not in Nigeria, actually. I'm in China, but like it's a very complicated story, man. I don't know how MTN app follow me go China. But anyways, 5-4. Jesus Christ, I have missed a lot, haven't I? What in God's green earth? MTN everywhere you go. Thank you, production. That's it. Everywhere you go, man. They are also in China, guys. Unfortunately. Now, VLEX takes out a low pro. Vital kill. Devil man. Not a single beat there. As he's got a 4. But again, I have missed quite a lot because 5-4. Then it was like 4-2 a while ago.
Bomb has been
I'm gonna go and seem like they have working out. Can they now continue as they start? The answer might be no. V-Nex gets a double kill there to close off that round. 6-4. It's now we make our way to round 11 and March harder. 1 round away from closing things off with a perfect record against all the NG teams. Wow. 1 round away, chat. Things start to get scary now. Not a gun though. Can they pull off an offset? I mean, Hardpoint was the chance they had. They lost it. S&D now, they need to get 3 back-to-back rounds. No overtime, so it can't start wide, but Stormzy's car shot off. First kill found. Shotgun in hand. Liquid takes 1. Devilman did get 1 before falling though. 4v3. Bomb plan happens now for Liquid. Very fast for them. No time to waste whatsoever. It's now 43 on that clock and counting down very fast. Now another one are going to get put on a big notice. Jesus Christ! Almost in movement! Okay, yeah, I'm not an NG, bro. I'm not an Nigerian anyways. What was that movement, chat? Liquid able to get that kill. And I mean, another gun going through to the army now. Yuki goes in as well. Liquid puts them down as well. Great joy, the last man. My fault in Liquid's too, but not this time. Now confirms the final blow. And if you're a match harder, you have now completely annihilated every Nigerian team. And you can put that in your portfolio and in your resume for every future event out there. Because 2-0 as they walk through your not gun and send them to a relegation battle against the team in the challenges for a spot in the APS Season 2. And this has been our very last game for the African Pro Series League phase. The next time I see you guys is going to be on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week for the playoff phase. Oh my God. Wow. I'm on another good, man. I didn't know what to actually go and say about that one. Hardpoint started things off well, choked it. S&D 7-4. I wouldn't say that close. Well, I mean, to be fair, they put up a fight. You have to give them that respect there. They put up a fight, and it just wasn't their lucky day. Much better, just clearly better, and able to claim the whole thing for themselves. And, well, it is what it is. Again, big shout out to our sponsors at War Sports Gaming for bringing towards the African Championship circuit, consisting of the African Pro Series and the African Challenger Series as well. Do you guys know all these games? Do you guys know all these teams so far? Big shout out to ASG, man. They've made it possible. They've made all these streams you're watching right now possible. Big shout out to all the back end staff. We don't say it enough here, but the people that actually make these streams possible, these events possible, are those people behind the scenes. You don't even know their names. Big shout out to all the mods, all the production staff, Jared, everybody, all the castles as well that have worked out with me on this wonderful league phase. The next time we see you guys is going to be on that playoff phase. Production, anything else? Production says he doesn't like you guys and he wants us to end the stream. Anyways, guys, it's been a wonderful day with you guys. Thank you for sticking around with me and with the African Pro Series final league phase day. The next time I see you, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be on March 9, I think. Is this 8? Oh, 7. It's going to be March 7, Friday, March 7. I might be wrong with that time in there, but I think the 7th is Friday. So that's the next time we're going to see you guys for the playoff phase. So again, these were your final rankings. Before today on the league standings, a lot has changed today, but Eclipse and Hunt and Gun are still exactly where they are, and nothing changed about those two teams. Every other team in the top 6 though, apart from the top 3, nothing really changed there, but the number 4, 5, and 6 did get a little bit of a swap and shuffle. Don't know exactly what the table is going to look like, but we are going to see what the table looks like after today before the playoff starts. But again, it's been your boy Carl alongside all the amazing casters you saw today, Black Water himself, and I'm going to see you guys very soon. Right now, I just need to get food and find new creative ways to beef ASG. Goodbye, guys.
down.